But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
God, I had a dream we were just here doing this. Oh, wait. Why don't we just say good morning?
Yeah.
Hey, good morning.
Yep.
Oh, God. And Mars came in. He talked about his asshole. And it just seems like yesterday.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
We just did that, right?
We just did that.
No, we did that yesterday.
I swear we just did it.
Ooh,
Wow. Amazing.
Wow, this is becoming a job.
It's just becoming something that's just like, I feel like I absolutely was just here.
Yeah.
It's all consuming.
It's so weird. Yeah, like I go home and don't think, okay, I'm done. I could go about my business. Like, it's always there, like, I got to get up and, go back in there very early. So it just kind of dictates what you do for the rest of the day. And then that evening and sleep and fucking, it's crazy.
But we're here, and it's Friday.
At least it's Friday.
Friday.
I'm dancing. Weekend, Friday, fuck off and die day. It's hot.
You know what I've been listening to a lot of?
Partying.
Yes, Jimmy?
Koran recitals.
Koran
I can't stop.
What's wrong with you?
They're great.
Where
Why
are
are
you
they
getting
great?
those?
I just go online and look for Koran.
What is
Koran
going on with you?
You really are doing anything to keep off of porn.
Yeah, who would do that?
It's like, Koran.
Why?
I saw
Jerking off to it.
a documentary called, I forget, Koran something. And it's about
Koran.
Yeah,
It's like hungry like
a band or something.
Yeah.
And it's about these people. There's a contest in Cairo every year to memorize the Koran completely.
Sounds like a hoot.
And it's, well, they have these, they read in front of this group. Like they'll sit in front of a computer screen in front of all these like clerics.
Yeah.
And they hit a button on the thing and a voice reads a passage.
Ooh.
And then they have to just pick up from there.
Whoa.
Wherever it is in the book. And they have to do it in the proper voice. I don't speak a word, obviously.
That's crazy.
But all those times you see those videos, like that's all just Koran readings. I didn't know. I thought it's like who's singing these songs? Koran by heart. Yeah, that's what it is. And they have like 10-year-old kids that memorize the whole. Yeah, sure, good girl, memorize it.
Uncle Mohammed.
But I've been watching. I went on YouTube and I've been watching Koran. And they're fun. I
think you're having a nervous breakdown.
You've run out of things to look at on the internet.
You're having a nervous breakdown. You just don't know it yet.
No,
no one should be doing that.
They are really. They're good. When you watch a Koran, it's like a weird music. You're not going to find it there, I don't think.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Where do we go?
Oh, I don't know. They just go to Koran.
All right, let's go back to Friday.
Go to beautiful Koran. But it's just weird when you find yourself getting caught up in on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm sure you didn't start looking for that either. You just kind of
on this one I did.
Found it. Oh well, it
I
fucked me
wanted to
running.
see what it was like to watch a bunch of different people read the Koran. I don't know what's happening to me. If you just zip through there. When you see the guy stand in front of a microphone, it's good.
Can we take your temperature? I don't think you're feeling all right.
No, I don't feel ill.
You sure?
Yeah.
They all just look like they're up to something.
Yeah, you have to just keep
it is and connect.
Yeah, they look like they're up to something.
Instantly recall all that.
Oh, he's just talking about it.
They're judged by the accuracy of the recitation, but also by
sexiness,
the way it's actually done. There's all these very complex rules.
This is like toddlers in turbans. They have to.
Called tajweed.
Tajweed, yeah, it's the inflection. Yeah.
So the reciters learn these very finite rules.
Oh.
And then the melody.
I watched this for an hour
has
the other day.
to be completely improvised.
Be more funny. This is absolutely awful.
This is going great.
This incredibly complex.
Yeah, we might not. This might not be the place to play them.
That's good. It's like morning prayer. Boring.
I've been really enjoying this.
Yeah.
Find a guy who
and all that comes together.
Beretta. Oh.
All right, we should probably stop this before we get ourselves shot.
Before we get ourselves shot.
Yeah, no,
really,
you can't
they really don't like this.
I really
You can't make fun of that stuff.
I've really been enjoying these.
Can't believe Erock was playing all those clips.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I can't either. It means he was paying attention. But I've had a kind of a new.
Oh my God, he's going Muslim.
Yeah.
He's going Muslim on us.
No, but I did like.
Oh boy.
Very much the Muslims in that documentary. They were they were nice.
Well, anytime you could get a documentary where they're not lopping off heads or strapping dynamite to themselves, it is kind of sweet.
No, I'm not getting that radical. I'm just not as.
Oh boy.
I'm just not as crazy as I
Dude, what the fuck, man? Now Jimmy's a Muslim?
No, I'm not.
You know how the
No, I just
the
was
calls
watching it.
on
It was
Twitter.
cool.
I'm starting to look like one, and Jimmy's acting like one.
Well, that's
what
true.
What the hell's going on with this show?
No, Opie's more. You got more of a Sikh look to you. You're one of
Sikh?
those
Yeah.
Sikhs.
I'm trying. I'm gonna like start. What do? They roll it up?
No, it's the Jews, the curly Qs.
Greg Opie Singh.
No.
Oh, the beard.
Cabbies, man. They roll it up.
Oh yeah.
Right now,
roll that
Opie's
shit
eating.
up.
He's eating dates.
Well, what else? What else are you supposed to do with them?
Yeah, sure. It's a very Middle Eastern thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But
Where
the
were we?
documentary was very good. I
Bad
was right there.
date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
interesting
Well, it is Friday though.
to watch these 10-year-olds.
You know what's very interesting too?
What?
How the company takes care of us, and I just want to thank them
For what?
for not including us in CES.
Oh right. Yeah, I heard about that.
What do you mean?
Well, they're over there at CES, I guess.
No, they got
Consumer Electronics Show out there in Las Vegas.
They got their Sirius XM booth.
So I got a little booth there, and apparently somebody, a fan of the show, saw it.
Somebody?
Oh,
We have so
Yeah,
many
quite a few.
fucking spies out there now.
and nary a mention of the Opie and Anthony channel or show or.
Are they mentioning
Anything.
the other shows? Too?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, the premiere show on the platform.
Yeah.
And
They'd rather
Ofra.
They'd rather mention the part-timer before they even give us a mention.
Well,
What are you going to do? We don't belong here.
Well, again, it's the marketing department. Stinks.
yeah.
Well, I'll start with the secretaries of the channel
Of defense.
and then move from there.
Oh, it's different.
We used to be like stars out there at CES. Now
Big stars.
Now we're not even mentioned.
I remember that. They set up a stage for us. We used to do a show.
We used to be stars. Went out there 3 or 4 times, and then after that, we were still represented. Our images.
Yo, represent. I hear you.
Is there any talent out there at all?
No, I'm sure they've kind of
Scaled back.
Yeah, I guess that would be the way to say it. Scaled back. They don't spend as much money as they used to, but still.
It's like a radio on a podium.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Yeah.
But no mentioning,
No.
signs.
No. Nothing that's representative of this program even being part of Sirius XM. See, and then they do these little things where, you know, somebody will walk into a store and see a display with our name on it.
Yeah.
And take a picture and go, hey, wow, look, the company did something. And that's supposed to make us go, oh, cool.
Yeah.
But it's got to be consistent, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. People get mad because we bitch, or I bitch a lot, but some of the bitching gets things done.
Bitching.
You know, I think all the bitching we did got us on that dumb commercial.
Yeah.
And I mean dumb in a good way. It's a cool commercial where all the logos are flying at you.
Whoa, look out. Here we come.
And you know what? Because we were such pains in the asses and bitching all the time, I'm
Don't say that in
convinced.
front of Mars.
I'm convinced that's what got us on that commercial.
Yeah.
So, but then, like you said, it's not consistent.
Yeah, and then we're left off of something else that we should absolutely be
we
on.
should be on everything.
Everything.
We've been here 7 years. We should be on
7
everything.
years.
And that's how you develop other talent coming up, if you want to consider us coming up. You can't just assume like these big names that don't even do radio shows for you are going to be around forever.
Like
You
Sam
should
Roberts?
develop the fucking farm team.
That's why I would never rely on their PR department for anything. They won't do it. They just won't do it.
They suck.
Goddamn
And it's not a mistake, and it's not an oversight. They're not stupid people. They just know. They're not interested in promoting this show.
No.
They're just not interested in doing it.
Yeah, it's too bad. It really is too bad.
And they never will be.
It's a shame. It's a big time shame. How's that Pop-Tart? Good?
Oh, fucking Pop-Tarty.
Yeah.
A strawberry Pop-Tart in the morning. Yeehaw.
You guys watch iRob last night?
No.
You didn't watch?
I DVR it. The DVR just rejects it. Won't let it record.
Yeah.
The quality is not up to par. Hey, by the way, before you get into that,
I don't have to get into that. I'll stop it. It's just a typical sitcom.
Oh, okay.
With so much laugh tracks going on, you don't even know what's funny anymore.
Well,
so that's it.
Well, I had a problem with Fios because they changed their guide. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that, Jim?
I have, yes. This one is much crisper.
Yes, and it's but the font is very small. It's a lot smaller. What they've done is they fit in more of the time frame. So what used to show you maybe 3 hours, I guess, of programming, now you get like 5 hours of programming before you got to scroll down the screen. And then it used to be so easy to just go and look at your HD channels.
Right.
But now you got to click over to the right, and then half a menu comes out. And I'm not very hip on that whole thing, but they did put the feature in where you can now easily access all of your DVRs from your entire house, no matter where you are. So if I'm down in the living room and I want to access something I DVR'd up in the bedroom, there it is. I could do it. Boom.
What's the button?
Boom. That would be your menu and then DVR. And it says unnamed DVR, and then you can name them, and each one is a different DVR in your house. Fucking righteous. That was righteous. But I really wasn't appreciating the new guide.
That seems like a no-brainer for cable companies.
Yeah.
Because how frustrating is it when you do, record a program on one
never
TV?
in front of the TV with the DVR that you want to watch.
I want to go to bed early, maybe watch some TV, and maybe watch, in my case, NHL 24/7.
Oh.
No. Then I'm like, fuck, I taped that in the living room. Fuck.
Yeah.
And then I see what I got taped in the bedroom, and it's mostly girly shows. I'm like, fuck.
Damn. It's girly shows.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got the housewives. And,
I thought you meant like porno.
No.
Yes, I'm
a child of the Lord. I don't look at porno these days.
Oh. It always seems to be, though, that whatever TV you're in front of, it's not the one that DVR'd the thing you want to watch.
Exactly.
At the time. It's a coin toss.
Do you get to watch hockey?
I don't watch the hockey.
Yeah, I don't get to watch hockey anymore, or the Knicks.
Oh, because of your MSG?
Yeah.
And Time Warner Cable?
Yeah, but you think the cable company would come to me and say, wow, this is a real big inconvenience, so we're going to knock some money off your bill?
Oh,
no.
Please.
You got to fucking chase them, and maybe they'll do something.
Maybe.
We can't watch the Knicks in Manhattan.
Yeah. Yeah, Time Warner is pretty much all over Manhattan.
Or hockey, because MSG had a lot of the games. They pretty much had the Islanders, the Devils, and the Rangers. That covers everyone in the area. Can't watch any of those games.
No. You're done.
Holy fuck, when are they going to work that out?
I don't know. This one doesn't even... I haven't even heard any news about them talking. When this usually happens, you'll hear, well, they're in talks, and hopefully they'll hammer something out. This one, I've heard no news on whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, hey, good luck. I got Fios, so I don't even care.
I guess the Islanders lost last night. People still think I'm a big fan. I'm not really a fan these days.
Yeah.
But the Flyers beat them, I guess. So
whatever. Pity.
Everyone was tweeting me. I'm like, look, I can't even fucking watch the game. I can't watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend more money just to watch hockey now. I spent enough money on cable.
I did a lot of nothing yesterday.
Yeah.
After the show.
It was a shitty rainy day.
A little sleep, a little workout. And then it was just like kind of busy work and watching bad television and stuff. Mm-hmm. I showed you. I got two of those Hero 2 cameras because I want one for me and then one for the girl when we go on the cruise.
I call them GoPros. Why are you keep saying
GoPros?
Why are you saying Hero?
Because it's called the Hero 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just know it as the GoPros, which are great cameras.
Hero 2 is the newer version. It's got, you go up to like, 120 frames per second.
Jeez.
So you could do this ultra slow-mo, which looks really cool.
Right.
And then I realized, okay, I got two of them. And when you have two of these, you can get that case where you can then video in 3D. It's just a case that fits both of the cameras next to each other. And then they have proprietary software where you then pump out a 3D HD broadcast Video.
That's fucked up.
Which, so in the near future, let me announce right now on this very program, yes.
No.
3D podcast.
Yeah, but
3D compound podcast.
Yeah, but
yes, sir.
You spent a fucking shitload on your cameras, and now you're going to replace them with these GoPros?
No, not all the time. Just a special event. It'll be a special event of nothing but things coming at the camera.
It's called HD Hero too, but it's made by GoPros.
Yeah,
the company,
GoPro.
I guess.
GoPro makes.
Just so people know, they're like the sports cameras. When people are like snowboarding and shit, they put it on their helmets, or motocross, they put it on their bikes.
Looks great. Oh, glasses, they got to come up with their own little glasses. What the fuck am I?
You know, CES.
They're easy to find, 3D glasses. They're all over now.
Speaking of 3D glasses,
on the street.
I was reading an article about CES.
Yeah.
And they're saying the 3D TVs are a massive bust because no one wants to fucking put on this stupid glasses.
Put the glasses on. I've heard from people that are too heavy to watch a 2-hour movie. They like hurt your nose.
Yeah, and they're having a real problem with the 3D thing right now because of that.
And nobody wants to swap out their TVs. We just switched technology.
People are always willing to swap out their TVs for something better. Yes.
And
they said people are... Shut up, Sam.
Oh.
I'm not going to you.
Sorry, Sam. You know, I'm thinking of doing maybe 3D podcasting for the compound. Sorry, we can't all do what celebrities did that were good.
Let me think. Let me think when I had a 22-inch TV.
Very good.
I had a 22-inch TV when I was working in Buffalo.
A 22?
Making $12,000 a year. And then they pumped me up to $14,000 a year. That's when I had my 22-inch.
Yeah.
So you're way the fuck behind.
I wouldn't say way.
Exactly.
Way the fuck behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that GoPro HD
it's
Hero.
cool as fuck. Well, I'm going on the
HD Hero
cruise, so I want both of us to have it so that when we go in the water and shit, because they come in these waterproof cases, and they're really cool. They could take kind of a beating. There's also a what they call a Picatinny. I hate the sound of that. Picatinny mount. It's a rail on a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So and they mount your optics on there and stuff. They got one of those for this, where you could mount that on the front of your AR-15.
Sure.
Go shooting and get that front kind of eye view of what you're shooting at. Pretty cool.
Very good.
Or face it backwards and look at your dumb face
as you're shooting.
Or do both and do split screen.
That's what you should do when you shoot that 50 cal, because you tell people it gives you the flu for a few seconds.
Yeah.
So I would love to see a video of your face after you shot that.
I bet it would shake the shit out of the camera.
Yeah,
I'll try it, though.
Yeah,
I'll
but you
give it a
might be
whirl.
able to slow it down and get some, stills out of it. That
Oh,
could be
man,
funny.
slow-mo, maybe see the fucking bullet.
Right.
Can you put the 3D thing above the target and then shoot it without shooting the camera and then slow
and then
it down?
look at the bullet coming at you. I think it's probably going a little too fast.
Yeah,
for
this
that.
is not a movie, Sam. You're not going to get the actual bullet.
little Matrixy, right?
When are we going to be able to get the Jackass cameras? When are those going to be affordable?
Which ones?
Well, you saw Jackass where it's super slow-mo. The 3D
those
shit.
are the high-speed cams. They go for a fuckload.
That's what I'm thinking,
Those are
but-
film, and you're only really getting a few seconds.
Right, but
of the
eventually
actual
we'll be able to afford that, right?
shot.
They're on film. They're still shooting.
Yeah,
Oh,
the high speed is film, and it goes like.
Oh yeah.
You just hear the film flying at like massive frames per second.
What's the advantage to that?
Well, it's taking a separate picture so close together in time that when you play it back, you're getting every single second. You ever see those raindrops hitting the water, and you see the water come up, and
Yes.
it's very, very slow and graceful looking? Yeah, that's a high-speed camera. They run the film through the camera so fast that every frame you're catching what you would normally catch, on a regular video camera. It's 30 frames per second? These things go up into the thousands of frames per
Amazing.
second.
Oh my god!
And you're catching so much detail on it. It's insane. It looks goofy.
And that's it.
That's the 3D one.
You hear the other thing they're selling at CES is TVs with a lot more pixels.
Yes.
I think they're saying 10 times more pixels.
Really
Can you imagine what that looks like?
good shit right there, right?
And they're not stopping there. They're going to go even crazier than that.
Man.
I would have loved to gone to CES.
Wow,
Waterworks is out
man.
there.
I'm not a
too.
huge tech guy, but I used to love going to CES and just checking out what's coming out.
I like technology.
I know, you're a big fan.
Oh, it's great.
Wait, what's the? Oh, I think the Porn Awards was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always time those things together.
Oh, they're smart.
Yeah.
It's all men.
Yeah, the men looking at tits and technology. It's perfect for Vegas.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
the men don't look out there. The logo from this program.
Right. That they will
terrible
not.
job.
They won't be distracted by that garbage,
It's really just...
That's going to annoy me all day.
Of course it will.
Well, that's why I brought it up.
Of course it will.
All day.
I really have decided to try not to bitch as much, but they make it so easy. We're still looking at these dumb yellow lights. They have just decided, you know
We're
what?
used to 'em.
Eventually they'll stop bitching about it.
And we did.
We don't need to fix it.
And we did.
One of the yellow filters is even missing off that one. They don't even notice.
Oh, look at that.
I will update on the lights.
Yeah.
Is
You got an update on the lights?
I do. I was asked if I know anybody from Fox or anything who does lighting, like an actual TV studio guy that could come in and look at it.
Yeah. Oh.
Do I have any preference? And I actually recommended. I said maybe possibly Stunt Brain and people over there at the Blaze, because you said that was a good setup.
Yeah, I like.
So maybe one of those guys could come in and see the type of lighting that he recommends. Just give us a suggestion.
Now that I'm in the Glenn Beck camp, because I did GBTV once, according to everybody on Twitter, I'm a Glenn Beck guy now.
Oh. Join the club, right?
It's exhausting to try to keep up with these idiots.
Oh, please.
But they do have a really nice setup over there.
Yeah.
I don't agree with him politically, you idiots.
I don't know many people that do.
Right.
He's way the fuck out there.
They had me on because of my Occupy Wall Street videos, which is like not so political how I shot that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing wrong with you promoting your fascism on the Glenn Beck show.
Exactly. What's wrong with that?
Yes. Speaking of politics, you see the new Mitt Romney commercial
Oh
that
my
Newt
God.
Gingrich put out? I told Anthony, Newt Gingrich is your worst enemy.
Quite the bashing he's giving.
Because we all know Anthony's a little bit into the Republican Party. And Newt Gingrich just put out a commercial. You would swear it's Obama getting ready for the election. But no, it's one of Mitt's own guys, technically, because they're all Republicans, just bashing the shit out of him.
This looks like a late October ad where they're just now just beating the crap at each other. Democrat against Republican. But no, it's a Gingrich ad.
Yeah.
And then the Gingrich would gladly be his VP if they come. That's why they're
You
all
think?
so out.
With Gingrich, I'm not so sure.
They're all such frauds. They attack each other in the primaries. And man, as soon as one gets the nomination.
No, I know, but Gingrich seems a little different than past years. I'm not so sure.
Well, Hillary was bashing Obama.
Yeah.
And then she takes the gig as, Secretary of State.
She said she'd vote for McCain before Obama at one point in the primaries.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
And she's like, totally bashed his lack of experience.
Do you think
to be
Romney would
president.
take Gingrich?
I don't know if Romney would take Gingrich, but I think if he
Would Gingrich
did,
say yes to that?
Theoretically, if he did, I don't know. He might.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because you still have a tremendous amount of power as the VP, and if he dies or something happens to the president,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you guys are sleeping on fuck. Well, you're not, Opie, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching Ron Paul clips yesterday. I'm not a radical nut, but I'm telling you, even the clips I didn't agree with, and there's some. His views on abortion stink. His views on a lot of things I think stink.
What about his view about Iran and the nukes? He doesn't mind so much if they have a nuke.
I disagree with him on that. But I disagree with you're never going to find a guy you totally agree with.
True.
So you find the one that you agree with more than the others.
Yes.
And I like him more than the others.
Oh.
And even when I don't agree with him, I at least believe his explanation.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like it, I believe it. With the other one, I don't think he says phony politician things.
No.
He kind of shoots from the hip, and he gives you his opinion on things, and he gives real answers, even if I don't like them. And I love that.
Yeah.
So I really, really like that guy, man.
It does seem to be, but I don't think America's
ready.
Gonna be doing that.
Gingrich has no shot at winning. He's too disliked, and also
It's Mitt's.
it's either Mitt Romney.
It's not even either at this
Or
point.
Ron
Romney's
Paul.
going to get the nomination.
Romney's going to get the nomination. It's pretty much over.
Romney's
Especially
absolutely
after
getting
South
the nomination.
Carolina, it's really over. It really is. You want to hear this commercial though by Newt?
That better be the right one.
Oh boy, it doesn't look like the right one.
Why would it be Sam?
Oh boy,
You're
it doesn't
fired.
look like the right one.
You're
Are
fired,
you willing to
Sam.
take a chance and push play on that?
Are you willing?
Are you willing to?
Are you willing
Are
to
you
push
willing to?
that?
It's the front page of HuffPost, and it says,
All right, fair enough. Are you willing to push play? You think that's the one?
Is this the one?
Do you have confidence enough to push play?
sure.
Turn your key, sir.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not going to put anything. What
Are
am
you
I,
sure?
What's up? What's the bet? What am I gambling
I
with?
already took you out in a bet.
I know.
I
That's
took
why.
your TV out.
The last time you bet, darling, you didn't do very well. I wouldn't bet again if I were you.
Just asking if you're willing
Bet
to
a
push play on
sandwich.
that.
Yeah, I'm willing to push play.
Confident?
Yeah, I'm always confident.
All right, let's push play.
You're confident. That's your final answer.
How old is that? That was the last time he hosted that, Anthony. Jesus douchebag.
Go ahead, push play. Ah, see, it's wrong.
An ad.
See, it's wrong. It's for Google.
Oh, it's an ad
it's for
already.
Google Chrome.
Google Chrome is a bust.
Oh, boy.
The family.
Say yes.
When you want the 60-second or the 30-second ad?
Oh, brother.
Are you involved in your Google Plus?
Oh, your
page?
circles.
It stinks.
I am on Google Plus as Opie Radio, but I only go there once in a while.
I never look
for now.
So included you into the what?
I like the concept of Google Plus.
I don't know what it means.
They got to kind of like scale down a little bit, but I kind of like it.
Different circles and this one. What does that mean?
Circle.
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Well, I mean, you could send something just to your friends. Send something just to
I could do that now.
Your comic friends.
I could ignore any circle now.
Yeah, I could just send something to people I know, or just say it on the.
I like it. I don't think it's going to take off.
Right.
I think they got to really scale back and kind of refocus, but I like the concept.
Capitalism made America great. Free markets.
Is this the commercial,
Yeah.
Sam?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Oh man!
I think that's it.
Man,
That's it.
You're the one who asked for it. I've never seen.
oh man!
I think that's it. That sounds like a political ad.
Yeah, this is the.
No, look, Ant's shaking his head, too.
I don't think this is it.
Every news channel is playing the new one.
The new one.
The newest of the new one.
That features the clips of the old candidates,
That's right,
like
John
Dukakis and Kerry, and comparing Mitt Romney to those candidates and his leaning Democrat, not about his shenanigans with that fucking company he was with there.
Right.
That seems to be what that's about.
You think that might be it down there?
Oh, why don't you click that one? We'll watch an ad again, and then we'll...
Let's do it.
King of Bane.
King of Bane.
Because Bane, the company he was with, and...
I thought that was a deaf guy singing a police song.
Ninga Bang!
Sorry, that's so hack.
Oh,
no,
Chrome again.
Chrome.
Oh, no.
Do you love or hate the little kid at the end of that commercial?
Love him.
Which one?
Where he's riding the bicycle and he's all excited. You never seen this stupid video? It went viral.
I don't even deal.
No.
What, this commercial?
I don't know where we are now. Sam
see.
clicked on something else now.
It's right there.
Is there? What? That kid?
You sure?
What?
Yes.
That
Okay.
kid?
That's a black lady.
Oh,
That's who it is.
yeah. Oh, that kid? That girl? I'm just babbling. All right. And,
60 plus.
Let's
Enroll now. One way. Chapter 1.
You can do anything.
Can you?
That kid. The rock and roll kid?
Rock and roll kid.
Rock and roll
Uncle
kid
Paul.
rules.
It's adorable.
Google
A
Chrome.
group of corporate raiders.
Oh, boy. This isn't it either.
Oh, no.
Jesus, Sam.
Oh, no.
Sam. What are you
I
doing?
can't believe
Oh,
What are you doing?
Sam.
It's horrible.
Because
Everyone
you
is
didn't-
playing the new one.
He
This
didn't
has to-
Google it right. Google new. Newt Gingrich attacks Mitt new.
Right.
Did you go to Huffington
you
Post or Drudge?
Gingrich.
I was just on Huffington Post. That's the one I
Did you
clicked.
try Drudge?
Go to new. You have to put new in Google.
Right.
You just search
Oh,
by
that might be
time.
it.
Huh?
Oh, hey, wait a minute. I think you got it.
Where?
Down there.
Where?
There it is.
Yeah, that. But now how do we see it big?
Why is it labeled Erik Nagel?
He's just sent it to me.
Ah,
Oh,
see?
see,
You
Erik had
threw
to do
him a
your
fucking
job.
life jacket.
Finally, some competence around here.
Erock's a piece of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Why would you let him off the hook? We're in the
did.
middle of doing a little bit there.
For old time's sake.
Yeah, why would you?
That
do
was a little bit, and then you let him off the hook. And you know Sam will beat the shit out of you any chance he gets. So why
I
wouldn't
will do that.
You're a cuckold.
you? Really are, man.
He's
Well-
he's a good friend.
Erock, that is a very valid
You
question.
like watching black cock go into vaginas.
Oh,
Right.
You like that?
prepping the bowl. And
Yeah.
then
Do you prep the
cream
bowl?
pie.
He likes that while his
watch it.
tongue flicks the clit, knowing that the shaft will bump it. His accidental homosexuality. So
Let's ask Erock. Why would you let Sam off the hook? It wasn't
Yeah.
like the show was suffering. We weren't floundering.
It wasn't-
Sam was uncomfortable. He was sort of sweating a little bit, even though he's not going to admit that. And then you give him the link.
It wasn't letting him off the hook. It was, look, get over talking to Sam and move on to the... to the ad itself.
Oh, I guess he's producing the show. What we should be talking about, how long a segment should go.
Really?
All right, Erock.
You thought we were going a little long there,
That's good.
Oh, just wanted to get past Sam and move on.
Okay.
Just move on.
What should we do now, Erock?
Ouch.
Play the ad that Sam couldn't find.
And then what?
Oh, man.
He's trying with everything he can to turn it back against me. And you guys started attacking him.
Yeah, he blew it.
He
Just
did.
let Sam fucking flounder.
Yeah.
It's great when that happens.
He's a little jealous that Sam. Here's what it was. It's not about that. He wanted to get beyond. He wanted to be the hero.
The hero, right.
Thanks, Erock. He wanted to hear.
Erock.
Yes.
Thank you.
Erock, you do know Sam would never let you off the hook, right?
Yeah.
So, fuck, you had him.
Hey, did you hear about Sam? He couldn't find the video.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
nice.
Erock wanted to be. He wanted to be like, I'm the guy who did it, and
Right.
Sam couldn't. He wanted
Look
to
at
be the
me.
competent guy.
But you can't save me, and then when they grill you on it, try to turn it
I
back
know.
against me. It doesn't work anymore.
See, he's beating you. He's beating you up right now. You don't even know it.
Just
Erock.
go
You
with
saved
it.
him, and now he's kicking your ass.
Are you grateful he saved you?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was nice of him, but he could at least go with it. You know, when they start grilling.
Sam was a
him
little
on it.
uncomfortable there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
And Erock and his Amon Gert hairdo rushing.
He saved me.
Hey, Erock, is Hulk Hogan still one of your heroes?
No, he hasn't been in a while.
He's not in your top five?
No, not
Do
in
you,
a while.
do you have a new top five?
No, I didn't.
I'm sure he does.
Who is?
What did
Tell
it-
us.
Can
What
you
did
make
it, the Rent-A-Center
I don't
commercials?
like anybody anymore.
Anybody. No one likes you either.
Look? You have to make
That was blunt, but all right.
you have to make a new top five hero list for the next break, please.
Oh, that's.
But
a good
one of your
idea.
ex heroes, Hulk Hogan, is gonna shave his mustache, and that's a massive story today.
You know, someone did it first online. Me.
You think Hogan's stealing it from you?
Hulk is stealing it from me.
Holy shit!
The Hulkster. Wow. You think he's going to try to keep it in one piece? Like glue it to paper and then sell
a good
it
idea.
to pay off his wife?
Really?
I have to sell my mustache, brother.
We could just grow individual mustaches for his fans.
Yeah.
All right, here's the Mitt Romney ad.
This is it, right?
This is from Newt Gingrich.
Thanks to Erock.
Yes.
This is the new ad that just came out.
All
and,
praise Erock.
It's pretty brutal, man. You would expect this from, the Democrats.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of your own guys that is obviously has to drop out of the race sooner than later.
Uh-huh.
But he decides, I'm going to punch my way out.
He's doing some damage on the way out.
Oh, boy, is
He's
he.
like a big-headed baby.
What has Massachusetts given us? A liberal governor who wanted us to believe he is strong on defense.
That's the
a liberal
caucus.
senator who wanted us to
John
believe
Kerry.
he was
John Kerry.
a man of the people. And a Massachusetts
And now they're
moderate who
showing.
runs away
Yeah.
from Ronald Reagan.
Look, I was an independent during the time of Reagan Bush. I'm not trying to return to Reagan Bush.
Romney donated to Democrats, and given the choice to vote in the Democrat or Republican primary, Romney chose the Democrats, voting for a liberal Democrat instead of President George H.W. Bush. Romney opposed the Contract with America, raised taxes, and authored government-mandated health care with taxpayer-funded abortions.
Wow.
But now he tells us, trust me, I'm a conservative. Massachusetts moderate Mitt Romney, he'll say anything to win. Anything. And just like John Kerry,
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
he speaks French, too.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mitt Romney.
But he's still a Massachusetts moderate. And a Massachusetts moderate cannot beat Barack Obama.
Paid for by Newt 2012.
Fucking Newt.
Can you believe the fucking damage he's trying to put on this
But
motherfucker?
I love Newt Gingrich. I don't know his policy. I'm not going to lie to you, but just his attitude and his personality, I love the fucking guy. He don't give a shit.
He just seems like a fat, privileged twat to me. That's why I don't like him.
He probably is,
He
yeah.
just annoys me. He seems like everything that you've been looking at for the last 50 years.
I think he's another one of those people that have been in Washington for so many years that they feel that they're owed the shot at the presidency. It's just their turn, and he's getting kind of dissed that he had the lead at one point. It probably felt pretty good, like, all right, I'm going to cruise into the nomination. And then Mitt pulls ahead, so now he's just trying to take everyone down with him with ads like this. Like we were saying, that's an ad that would air in October, right before the election, by the Democrats.
Yes.
That's a move-on organization ad right there.
It's
Yeah,
great.
it's just a jealous fat baby.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
He does look like a big baby.
He does. He's like a big fat child.
With Captain Kangaroo hair.
Oh, he stinks.
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't like him. Didn't he go away for a long time?
He was gone for a long time.
What are you doing? Stay gone.
Then he came out of...
he was gone at least 10 years, right?
Or you be gone.
Oh, shit.
I'd say 10 years, yeah.
Ah, shit.
I just don't want to look at him anymore. Enough. With that fucking dumb face of his. What was he, Speaker of the House at one point?
Yeah, he was one of those things.
And was he Speaker of the House?
Yes, he was indeed.
In what years?
I do believe.
When Bush Sr.?
He was a pain in the ass to Clinton.
Right? Yeah, late 90s. Yeah, he was in there during the...
He was a pain in the ass to good old Bill.
And what ruined him finally? What was it? Was it one of his many... didn't he cheat on his wives or something? Is that what brought him down?
Yeah, he had some indiscretions with some ladies, you know. We may have taken advantage with a few ladies, but...
who the fuck would fuck him?
There's power there, you know.
Powerful guy.
And who knows if he's...
Jesus.
You know, who knows if they were lookers. They could have been real pigs.
Just one.
Maybe it was fucking Tip O'Neal.
Just one pig fucking another pig.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mute.
Whatever happened to that extremely ugly broad that was involved with the Monica Lewinsky scandal?
Linda Tripp.
Oh, Linda Tripp. Wow, is she a fucking...
Oh, wow.
Man.
Wow.
History just plows those people asunder.
And remember they tried to dolly her up and it just didn't work?
Yep.
There
was her. They tried to gussy her up.
Thing.
And then there was the other pig that fucked Bill with the big nose, and then she got like the nose job and shit.
Was that Paula or?
Yeah, I think it was, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
Paula Jones?
Paula Jones, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, women were coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
With Clinton.
He probably had a big fat Arkansas dick.
That's it.
Oh, her.
And then she got the nose job
and didn't look too bad.
And she posed in Playboy, right, or something, or Penthouse, or Swank, or fucking Wee, or Black Inches, Honcho. I had explained to somebody the other day, I was talking about Black Inches and Honcho, and of course they were looking during the story like, just waiting to say, like, what were you doing looking at those magazines? And I had to explain that during the walkover back in the day when we used to have to walk from K-Rock to XM.
We used to enjoy Black Inches.
Yeah, we would stop at the magazine kiosk, and Jimmy would purchase a copy of some gay porno and just start right there at the kiosk, just start showing the guy behind the counter the pictures and saying, isn't it nice, right? Nice. Oh, good, very good.
Which went against that guy's religion.
But they would
even better.
They would all laugh, though. It was like funny.
Of course.
Very good, Jimmy. That was those were fun days.
Look, our food's here. It's warm, so why don't we break?
Ooh, I like the thought of that right now.
We got a lot of football games this weekend. Maybe we'll do a little football. We're definitely going to do some Tim Tebow songs today.
Oh, God.
Not songs.
There's some songs now that people are putting out.
Jimmy Fallon, I think it was last night, hit one out of the fucking park.
Yeah.
He's got a really good Tim Tebow song. We're going to play that for everybody. Also, John Parr's got a Tebow song.
John Parr, the guy that sang St. Elmo's Fire.
Right.
Many years ago.
Yeah, I thought it was a parody, but it's actually John Parr.
It's actually him doing it.
He has nothing else to do, so he figured I'll do a Tim Tebow song.
What a guy.
And then we got a few others that are.
Oh, good. I like that. The worse they are, the better. Yeah.
One's called The Lady Cake Boys. One's called Superfans, and one's called Tebow Time.
If you remember, look.
We're fans of the parody song.
Bad song parodies, if you recall, are what brought the funny back after 9/11.
Yes.
We were just, everybody, we didn't know how to bring anything funny back to the show because it was so tragic. And then there were these horrid songs, and they weren't even parodies. They were like tribute songs that were so horrid,
With
so
the rhyming
bad.
and all that?
Yeah. We would play the game, where we'd play half a verse and then try to figure out what line he used next, what rhymed with, how he ham-handedly threw in Taliban, Towers Fell,
Freedom,
Liberty,
Freedom Ring. Oh, Liberty was a big one.
Oh God, it was awful.
All right, so we're gonna do some Tebow songs.
Yeah,
we'll do that after the break.
Good, clean fun.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone.
Getting topical.
Hold up, wait a minute.
With the Sex Man.
Good morning, sexy.
I shot a
Man in Reno.
I guess.
Just to watch him die.
When I hear that whistle blowing.
Erock wants some pie. Oh, sorry.
Shoehorning.
I know, it was shoehorning.
I like it.
Erock. It's not Erock.
Why the Johnny Cash today? We all know, but why?
Well, 44 years ago today,
Yep.
he played at Folsom Prison.
Oh. That was the famous
44 years ago.
prison.
I was watching Johnny Cash clips recently on.
Was he singing the Koran? That would be odd.
Yeah, it was really bizarre.
Allahu Akbar.
He didn't know what he was saying.
No.
From the 50s, like he was a big star before the Beatles by a few years, like 10, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
6 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
That's what we had in America.
He was the bad boy.
Yeah, he was from some like wholesome guy had a TV show. Hey, I love this young man. Gonna play some songs for you. You like that type of an introduction?
Yeah.
I forget the name of the show.
We'd like to bring on a young gentleman now that.
All right. Why you talk so funny?
It's weird to see Johnny Cash when he was 23 fucking years old, but he was a big, handsome son of a bitch.
Let's see the video now,
Just
man.
put Johnny Cash 23. I'm sure he's putting the wrong thing. Johnny Cakes, The Sopranos comes up.
Gets all sexy.
I think that's it, yeah. Fucking young he is.
He's 23 there.
I believe he is, yeah.
He looks old already.
I think that's it.
That hair is great. It's so slicked. Look at the oil in that hair.
Yeah.
It's one of those guys that always kind of looked old.
Yeah.
I keep a close watch on this heart.
And the guy looks like Tom Papa standing behind him.
Oh my God, that's funny. I keep this out for the classified because you're mine.
No auto-tune back then.
Fuck no, you
He's
couldn't.
singing. And then they go.
I find it very, very easy to
Listen to Johnny Cash all weekend.
Fucking
love Johnny Cash.
He's just melodic.
Yep.
Melodic.
Mongrel class of singer.
Do.
Always be a good boy. Never play with a gun. When I shot a man in Reno.
You hear that song? Don't take your guns to town.
Yeah.
Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Oh, it's great. The fucking kid takes his gun to town and catches one.
A young cowboy named Billy Joe grew restless on the farm.
Yeah.
A boy filled with wanderlust who really meant no harm.
Oh, no.
He changed his clothes and shined.
You know what it
his
was? He
boots
came
and
of
fought
age.
his dark
Yeah.
But his mother knew.
Yes.
Mother cried as he walked out. Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to
All right, we don't have to do the
town.
whole
Right
thing.
here, you just know it's not going to end well for Bill.
Well, Billy Joe has become a man, and he tells mother.
Yes, he tells mother.
And he laughs it off. But then when he's sitting in the bar, he has his first drink,
Oh, he had his first drink?
and a dusty cowpoke begins to laugh him down.
Oh, you can't laugh him down.
Well, the thing is great that, like, you just know that when you're drinking and a dusty cowpoke is there, he's going to be a complete douche.
Don't
Yeah.
take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home, Bill. Don't take your guns to town.
Whoa, Bill.
And,
Poor Bill.
yeah.
Sang a song as on he rode, his guns hung at his hip.
Nice.
He rode into a cattle town, a smile upon his lips.
Not listening to
He
mother.
stopped and walked into a bar and laid his money down. But his mother's words echoed again.
Echoed? Oh, he's shoehorning.
Don't take your guns to town, son. Leave your guns at home.
Real mama's boy. He keeps hearing his mother talk to him.
I know. Then again, mother was giving some good advice. Leave the guns here. She probably knew Bill was a hair-triggered douche. She raised a little prick.
Strong liquor then to calm his shaking
angry
hand,
drunk.
and tried to tell himself at last he had become a man.
Yep. Booze and guns. That's what makes you a man.
His side began to laugh him down.
Oh, shit.
He heard again his mother's
I want to know why the cowpoke was laughing at him.
Because
he's probably
he's like this kid, right? He's obviously a kid. He's got his guns. He's got his whiskey. He does his shot. He probably made a face. And the dusty cowpoke probably went like, hey, look at this, get him some milk, you know.
With rage, then Billy Joe reached for his gun to draw.
Uh-oh.
But the stranger drew his gun and fired before he even saw.
Oh, shit.
As Billy
That
Joe
sucked.
fell to the floor, the crowd all gathered round and wondered at his final words. Don't take your guns.
Oh, this what he's saying now.
Oh, boy.
Leave your guns at home, Bill.
You know, if you got time to say your mom's words, you got time to point that gun at the dusty cowpoke and maybe take him out.
Well, he was laying on the ground shot.
Yeah, but he's
last
singing. He's singing a fucking song.
Well, no, he was
How
just
about you muster up your energy and fucking shoot that bastard?
He was probably in death throes.
Yeah?
The dusty cowpoke probably left. He
Not
just
that
shot
fast,
a guy,
right?
and he's just laying there bleeding, going, "Don't take," like just remembering.
Don't take your gun.
I doubt he was singing it.
No, the people heard it. They didn't understand why he was saying those
Yeah,
words.
his final words. Not he didn't sing it though.
His final words, right?
Well, he
should've
said
taken
it.
his mama's advice.
But he had enough energy to say something. He could have fucking shot that bastard.
But it might have been very quietly.
I'm
Sometimes
thinking.
people think and speak in their death, but they don't try to pull out a gun and aim it. What do you think the cowpoke would have stood there? Billy Joe couldn't shoot him when he was standing next to him. Billy Joe's a cunt.
Sucked.
He's an incompetent twat. What was Billy Joe gonna do?
He had two guns with little flags come out with "bang" written on it.
Yeah, he fucking couldn't do well with a shot of whiskey in one hand and his hand on his gun.
Terrible.
All right. Tim Tebow is going to get his ass kicked tomorrow. And I like Tebow, but
How do you can't even guarantee that.
Broncos Patriots?
Even Bill Burr.
Get the fuck out
I was
of here.
listening to the Bill Burr podcast, which is very entertaining.
Yeah.
And
What's he saying?
He was even saying like he goes, I don't know what's going to happen. You can't
count him out?
This isn't a given for the Pats. I don't know.
Pats at home?
Yeah, he said he doesn't know.
They could play in the cold. Denver can play in the cold.
But he's saying Tebow isn't fucking anything.
I would
He
love
goes,
to
this
see
guy-
Tebow beat the Patriots. That would be amazing.
This guy's
it would
on
be
a
an
level.
amazing story, but it's not happening.
Yeah, he said he's on a level where it's like he's not that good or wasn't that good. So when he does something good, it's like, wow, this guy's the best.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, because give me a few opportunities, I'll hit the mark. He goes,
Right.
wait, what, you going to sign me?
Right.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's going to be watching, though.
With the way Tebow
People are
and
watching
the
Tebow
Broncos-
more than any other
yeah.
TV show at this point.
Absolutely. But the way it's gone on with the Broncos all season, you can't count them out of anything.
I know. You're right.
It's so fucked up.
I guess you're right, but
yeah.
But on paper, you're like, there's no way Brady's going to allow Tebow to go up there and beat him. There's no way.
We'll have to see.
Tomorrow night at 8:00, that game's on.
Where are we going to be tomorrow night at 8:00?
At the Jim Norton Show.
Yes.
At the Brigada in Atlantic City. We're all packing our bags as we speak. I can't fucking wait.
I'm looking forward to it too. Getting down there.
It's going to be fun, man.
Yeah, it's a fun hang.
All right. So who you got? Broncos or Patriots, Ant?
I'm gonna go
For shits and giggles, let's call it.
Denver. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Broncos and Jesus. Yeah.
Well, I got to go Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a shot.
You don't think he's got a shot, but you're gonna take him anyway.
Yeah, because it's a good story.
Yeah.
And then, I'll look like a fucking superhero if he wins.
Well, yeah. I don't know. People are kind of expecting it. Like I said, that's the way this movie ends, is with him actually going the whole way and winning the Super Bowl.
No, that ain't happening.
You don't think that's going to happen?
Not a chance. But
not a chance. Whoa.
Here's the deal.
Not a chance.
Broncos lose in New England, even though I'm taking Tebow. So I got both sides covered here. And then everyone looks at the Broncos and say, wow, what an amazing season they had.
That's it.
That's it. There's no disappointments here. They had an amazing run. But it's over this weekend, even though I'm taking Tebow.
You're saying it's over?
Yes.
See, your heart's with the Pats.
Me?
Yeah.
I enjoyed my Boston roots.
Yeah.
My 3, years up there?
3 wonderful years in Ashland for me, so I could really fucking take it or leave it.
I was a little closer, but not much.
Why don't we go to Natick? Let's go to Ruby Tuesdays in Natick and get some Grama
On Route 9.
Let's go get some lobster.
Route 9 had some good joints.
Oh, of course it did.
We saw them all.
Yeah.
In our day.
Did you enjoy the Ruby Tuesdays?
No. Hated being anywhere with them.
What was the seafood joint we used to all go to?
Legal Seafood.
It was Legal
That's
Seafood?
great.
We went to Legal Seafood.
I used to love Legal Seafood.
Fucking rules, man.
Used to love it.
Yeah. Then there was that Irish joint that opened up that we used to have dinner at a few times. Yeah.
Mickey Tettlebombs! Come down to Mickey Tettlebombs. Get yourself a shillelagh.
The Blarney Stone.
The Blarney Stone.
Was it the Blarney Stone?
I don't remember.
Wow, Kevin
man.
from Connecticut.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, no.
Come and get a warm beer at Mickey. I forgot his goddamn name already. Tettlebomb.
What is he, Irish Jew?
I guess so.
One more thing about Tebow. They did a poll. But I want to know who they polled. Maybe if someone knows, that'd be great.
People?
But they polled a bunch of people, but were they of the religious variety to begin with? Because 43% of them believe God is actually helping Tebow. But
Dumb fucks.
But if you went to Times Square, let's say, and no real agenda, just polling, people that are walking around down there, I don't think it would be 43%.
And say, do you believe in God?
But it must have been some kind of congregation or something, right? It has to be, because that number's way too high.
No, I've noticed
You
whenever
think the average person would say, 43% of the average people just walking around would say that God is actually helping Tebow?
Yeah.
You do.
I've noticed whenever they do these religious-themed polls, it's usually a little under or just about 50% of the people, no matter what the question is, because the whole gist of it is, do you believe in God? This isn't, do you believe God's helping Tebow? It's, do you believe in God? Because once you believe in God, then you have to go with the fact that if he's praying to win, that God is helping him. So... it doesn't really make sense. The question doesn't make sense. The question really just boils down to, do you believe in God? And 43% of the people do.
Would you want the answer?
No, I don't care.
Do you have the poll online there, Sam?
Got the poll in his pants, right? That big dick.
I want to see who they polled for this one. But they're saying 43% believe God actually helping Tebow.
Yeah.
But that's stupid because there's like natural disasters and stuff while he's playing.
People never, they just go with that God works in mysterious ways thing and they blow all that shit off and think that he's actually watching the Denver games.
But you got to break it down. There's some disaster where thousands of people are dying and God has decided that the football is way more important than maybe making sure those people are safe from a natural disaster.
Opie, the Lord works in mysterious ways. That's the answer.
Very confused.
If God is helping Tebow win football games, then God's a dick. And I'll say that very, very assertively. If that's what God is worried about, he's a fucking idiot.
Well, his job is to answer prayers.
You got the poll thing?
Yeah, it's Poll Position. It's a website that just has
cute
polls.
Name.
Wow, what a boring website that would be.
It's actually like a mattress place called the Lumbar Yard. It's Poll Position. The Lumbar Yard.
Oh my God.
I loved that.
What
are you doing? Is that what you're going to say?
Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. Because as you were talking, I was wondering what that mic would look like if it was an IED just blowing up. But that makes sense.
Right in my fizz.
And what a coincidence. Here to talk about the poll position is Dr. Gay.
And they call him Dr. Gay.
No one calls me that.
Everybody, it's Dr. Gay.
Yeah, he's got a PhD, ICK.
See?
It's not even that bad.
I know it's not.
What do you got there?
I was going to say that ESPN, he was also voted most popular athlete for December by
See,
ESPN.
that is the most popular. It's the most seen and known and
He's the
out
most
there.
popular
He's the most
athlete
popular.
right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
He's probably the most popular person right now, Tim Tebow.
Sure.
Crazy.
Well,
Everyone's talking
who are
about
some
him.
of those other athletes that should be up there? I don't know.
What athletes we got?
Who else we got, really?
Michael Jordan.
Basketball just kind of started up, so no one's like...
active duty athletes?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, you got to pick LeBron.
I would say LeBron is top 5, sure.
What about Kobe?
Kobe's always
Not
up
as
there.
much anymore, is he?
Tom Brady.
He's sort of... Brady could be up there.
Brady, yeah.
That's about it.
I kind of want to see Tebow win, even though he annoys me with his fucking horseshit in public.
The
but
whole world wants to
I
see
would love
Tebow
to see
win,
him
unless you're, listening to us in New England.
Only next week, though, or this week.
I don't know why, but I don't know why, because what he does religiously is his business. But
You don't know why, because it doesn't make sense. That's why I want him to win.
People want to see him win because he's such a terrible quarterback.
Dude, he had 10 completions against the Steelers.
Have you seen him throw a ball? It's awful. His mechanics are terrible.
He knows how to throw downfield, though. But he can't throw them through those windows.
He throws like a...
He throws.
I kind of want to see his personal life. I would like him just to come out and go, look, there's something I've been hiding. You might have told by the way I gesticulate when I speak, and my hands roll every which away.
Every which away?
Yeah, all up in the air.
Pats are favored by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, boy.
What's this poll about? Where do they get the people?
I think it's
go
just
online
Earth
and
vote.
Oh, so it is. It's not just religious people.
No,
just
it's
general population.
General pop, but you're going to get half the people are going to be religious.
Wow.
In a way where they believe in God and believe that if you pray to God, He's going to help you in one way or another. That's their faith, and that's where that percentage comes from.
So those people are idiots because that means God cares more about football than all the other crazy shit that happens on a daily basis.
You profess to know what God thinks, Opie? Do you fancy yourself a God? Because you don't know. God is multitasking.
Someone should find out what happened last Sunday when God was focused on Tebow's amazing game there.
Death and destruction.
Yeah. God helped Tebow, but what didn't he help on Sunday? Last Sunday.
While God was helping Tebow, some kid somewhere was getting molested. There was a kid getting molested.
That's why it's so confusing.
While God was busy watching Tim Tebow and the Broncos blow a 2-touchdown lead.
Maybe the molester was praying to God for a cute kid.
And I want the list of Steelers players that believe in God, but God didn't listen to those guys.
Well, he works in mysterious ways.
Well,
that's the whole fucking blow off right there.
See,
you don't have to explain shit.
That's a cop out.
Mysterious ways.
I'm not a fan of the cop out in religion.
Mysterious ways.
And that's it. Then what I have to do is shut up at that point.
Mysterious ways.
And what do I got? Nothing.
He moves in mysterious ways.
It's aight. It's aight. Aight.
Yeah.
Our tongue baby.
Yeah.
You too. On the home of rock and roll.
Not U2.com. See Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. He does this song great.
I think this was George Michael.
What?
You're kidding.
No, that sounds like a George Michael song. What's the George Michael song that sounds like?
Wham?
The beginning of that sounded like a wham. Yeah.
It sounds just like it, actually.
Yeah.
They ripped it off Sabbath and Wham. Good job. Oh my God, does this sound like Wham?
Yeah.
I never thought
I like when
that
the chorus kicks in. Pretty good.
Alright.
She moves in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's alright. She moves in mysterious ways.
I used to hate U2
until your brother started making money off them.
And then, yeah, and then actually, when Joe and 2U started playing out, it was kind of like I heard him enough where I kind of liked him. Yeah,
I love U2.
Oh no,
still one of my favorites.
It's Lil Wayne up to? Is he?
What's Lil Wayne doing?
Apparently, he has a sports video blog.
Is he drinking his scissor as he does this?
He doesn't do that anymore.
What?
That's right.
So well, how do you get off the scissor?
He's not sober, I don't think. He just doesn't. He claims not to do the scissor anymore.
Well,
Yeah, apparently he's got a sports blog. This is Wheezy's Sports Corner.
It looks a lot like the ESPN logo.
He's hugely popular.
Is he going to pick all the games that we were about to pick? Because that'd be great to hear a Lil Wayne do it.
He's only got 12,000 views. Nobody knows about this.
Maybe this is just one copy of it.
No, it's Cash Money.
Hey, some of us appreciate a video that does 12,000 views there, Sam.
Damn.
Wow.
When was it put up?
Sam.
Wheezy.
An hour ago?
Last week.
Oh,
no, the 8th, right?
Yeah, last.
Nobody cares about it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, so this was before last week's games, right? Or
I guess he's
Monday?
What? I don't know if he's a Green Bay fan or not. I would think.
Where's he from?
New Orleans.
Well, I don't know. He's got a Saints hat.
Yeah, that's why I was
Fan,
confused.
then.
Fair.
Are they out or are they still playing?
He just wants
Saints are in.
Saints are still playing.
Saints are playing the 49ers.
And I got to go 49ers.
Have fun
That's
with
my
that.
team. I want them to win it all.
It's not going to happen.
Do you remember every year the 49ers would win that division? I mean,
Sure.
They were unbeatable.
Well, they had, the best combination in possibly ever.
Ravens over the Texans?
Yes.
I'm going with that. And then Giants-Packers. Can't go Giants ever, so I go Packers. You got any picks here, Ant? Anything that you care about?
Well,
I'll give you it. Saints 49ers.
Saints 49ers, I got to go with the 49ers. I like that Joe Montana.
He's not playing anymore, you fucking asshole.
Oh, sorry. See, I got mixed up.
What about Texans and Ravens?
I really don't even have a fucking opinion on that game.
Oh,
Ravens.
Well, you got to have an opinion.
You got to go Ravens. And then what about the Giants-Packers?
I want to go
York.
Giants, but I think the Packs got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some asshole in the paper today is saying that the NFL has to finally step in and get rid of the Packers' touchdown celebration thing. You see that in the paper today?
No.
Fucking idiots. Just let it happen. It's fucking fun. Stop taking all the fun out of sports.
No fun allowed.
Waste of time.
Where's the article? It might be behind you if you care enough to bring it to our
Do you remember
attention.
if it was in the Post?
Those papers are all the same.
They are.
I don't know. If you find it real quick, no problem. You want to hear some Tebow songs?
Of course.
These are good.
Everyone has talked about the Jimmy Fallon one. I think he did last night.
Yeah.
He did David Bowie plus Tim Tebow equals T-Bowie.
T-Bowie.
T-Bowie. Listen to this.
It's good.
So far, I like it.
I like it.
a little loud.
A little loud. I believe that's one of them peckers right there.
Wow, NBC has to have their logo on the screen for 30 seconds?
I don't know what's going on.
Sam.
Who are you talking to?
What are you doing? You're ruining
The
everything.
following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
What's going on with this?
I guess Sam doesn't want to play the video.
It's the peacock.
That's your place, Sam. Stop fudging around.
But the peacock is animated. It's kind of moving, but we're not getting
Quit
any...
futzing around.
Oh, there's a bar.
Man.
There's a problem with loading.
Wow, they really want to make sure this video came from NBC.
Everybody loves
my God.
Commercial.
Are you serious?
Oh, what the hell?
It's a 15-seconder.
Yeah, I can handle the 15 seconds.
versus
And it is for Charmin.
Well, yeah. I hope Mars is
that
paying
ass.
attention.
Yeah, really.
For the first time, Tim Tebow and David Bowie together as one. Ladies and gentlemen, T. Bowie.
He's got the glam rock thing on.
Yeah.
But he's also like wearing kind of shoulder pads
and a Broncos jersey.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow to Jesus Christ. Tim Tebow to Jesus Christ. Can't win by myself, but with your help I might. Tim Tebow to Jesus Christ. Commencing fourth down, hut, hike. Snap the football and may God's love be with me. This is Jesus Christ to Tim Tebow. Please leave me alone. Don't you know my day of rest is Sunday? And I'm sick of watching all these Broncos games. I hear play New England next week. Dude, you're on your own. Brady is too good and I got better things to do. Though I'm past 316 yards, there's still 2 games to go. If I want to make it to the Super Bowl and show everyone on earth how to Tebow. Tim Tebow to Jesus Christ, the Broncos won. We're still alive. Come on, everyone, Tebow. Come on, everyone, Tebow. Come on, everyone,
What a production.
Tebow. Come on, everyone, Tebow.
Jesus. That's fucking good, man.
That's quite a production.
And he sounds just like Bowie. Fuck.
Well, he's always been a pretty good singer. That
He has an amazing voice for a comic.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, he looks like Bowie.
That was part of the Fallon charm.
Bravo to Jimmy Fallon. So, no one's going to have a better Tebow song than that.
Yeah, that kind of, it's on fucking network television.
What happened?
We just had an idea.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I know what they're even thinking
You
here.
got it already?
Of course.
Okay.
It just fucking, it fits.
Such a good idea.
You don't even have to shoehorn it in.
Nope. We're going to be writing today.
No.
No.
You want me to write it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so obvious. It's so obvious.
Is it a combination?
I'm lost.
No.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so easy.
Very good.
Writing.
The next Tim Tebow song, Ant, 4 minutes long. There's no way we're going to do
4 fucking
There's
pompous
no
minutes?
way we're going to do 4 minutes. Remember John Parr?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Name
He
2
did
songs if you remember them.
St. Elmo's Fire.
Good.
And the other one.
Come on.
Which is, let me think of that
Come
one.
on.
I liked the other one a little better.
Come on.
Oh, God, I just need a
Erock,
fucking...
you got it?
2 seconds. Hold on.
Don't play it yet, because...
All right, he goes,
come on.
All right, let me think of this.
You're missing the obvious one.
Naughty.
Fuck, you got it.
Tease me. Tebow.
This was a huge hit.
Oh, yeah. Remember this?
For John Parr. Naughty.
Never heard this.
Oh, you never heard this?
No.
This song's got to be 25 years old, easy.
Yep.
Mid-80s, maybe.
Yeah, that gravelly voice.
I think this was part of...
Yeah, the walking.
I think this was on GTA, too, wasn't it?
Oh, the 80s one?
I think it was. We'll just try to get to the hook.
Yes.
This should be the first time. Looking at it.
The orchestra dropped that fucking... Wham!
Is that a big song? I never heard that.
That was a pretty big hit back
That was a
in
big hit in the 80s.
80s.
And then John Parr went away for a very long time. And then this song popped up yesterday, I believe, or maybe a couple days ago now. And it's a Tim Tebow song done to the St. Elmo's Fire theme.
Which he did, of course, for the movie.
And I'm like, oh, wow, that guy kind of sounds like the guy. And it is the guy. That's how bad his life has gotten. He's now doing Tim Tebow parody songs.
Yeah, when I heard it, I was
using
like,
his
wow,
old music.
Guy's doing a great impression.
Right.
And then, no, it's him.
4 minutes, though.
Just pulling his fucking...
The whole song.
Original fucking tapes out. His masters.
Right.
Going to the studio.
Do you want the new lyrics so you can follow along?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, let me
thank
see.
That's all.
Gotta keep your eye on the ball.
Oh, there you go. Take one, pass it down.
Make it fly.
Oh, God.
The red or the new
Give
ones?
it everything. Give your all.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Wait, that's the original lyrics.
The red and the new, is it?
The red is the new.
Oh.
You know you can't quit until it's won.
That's the original lyrics.
Well, because the original lyrics fit.
Kind of work. Original lyrics, obviously. But now he changes it again here.
Here it comes. Still sounds just like him.
It is the original, yeah.
Tebow's fire.
Are we supposed to laugh there?
No, I think he's like dead serious. Like he's a big Broncos fan.
We should write a song about hemorrhoids called Marcelino's Fire. About his asshole.
Who's got a fistula? I can make it. I know I can. You broke the boy in me, but you won't break the man. I can see a new horizon. I like that.
Good. Yeah, good.
Hold the gift.
Higher and higher. Could be a man in motion. All I need is my Bronco team. Take me where my future's like. Tim Tebow's fire.
That sounds so stupid. Tim Tebow's fire.
Fucking stinks.
But then it's St. Elmo's fire. What happened?
Yeah, why did you do the St. Elmo's
He just
fire?
wants to remind
What's
you what the
going
real
on?
song is.
That's enough, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's enough?
It's quite enough.
You don't like that song?
There you go.
Stinks.
No.
That's one of the best 80s songs.
It's very nostalgic.
Oh, I think you meant
I'll give it
the
that.
original. The original's okay.
Oh, yeah,
original's great.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I'll give you
John
that.
Parr, there you go.
Well,
Now-
nostalgic.
Now there might be a bit of a drop off in the Tim Tebow
All
song.
right,
I haven't
love
heard any of
this.
these.
Those are the two big ones out right now.
Are people going to go Tim Tebow?
Well, we're going to find out.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
This one's called The Lady Cake Boys.
Maybe that's who did it.
I would think.
Yeah?
I don't know. Danny pulled
A
these.
fruity name is that?
I don't know. Let's see. The next Tim Tebow song.
I like this already.
Yeah.
Get 'em high, get 'em low. Don't you know that the grass don't grow under the feet? You got the all-time record in the SEC. Best QB with the most TV. Tebow, ready to go. Tebow, get ready, bro. Rip up the dirt like pulling the plow. Everybody get up, all the country going out. Charleston Drum, DLB, all American. You got the AP.
Too ethnic. It's too ethnic for me.
Are we done with that
It's just
one?
not good.
Yeah, let's.
I just didn't like it.
We'll cut our losses.
That's more
on
like
that one.
Tim Negro.
Let's try this one.
Yes. Oh. Auto-tune.
Tebow.
You know how I love when they put the names in.
First round was a steal, touchdowns on the field, making all the fans squeal. He bowled, he hoped, McDaniel's a joke. He's always in the air, but he never fly coach. His players like a trip, sailor of the ship. The male give him lip, can he appreciate it? Rewind the clock to back to year one. That's what 15 was called the step up. I say, excuse me, Tim, you're a hell of a guy. I mean, my all-American guy. I mean, you're so fly, playing at Mile High. From the Philippines on a mission for your dreams. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Somebody please tell me.
Wow, this is fucking fucked.
Cock the shotgun, throw tail.
Is he trying to do an Eminem thing?
Oh,
It's Nicki Minaj.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a Nicki Minaj song.
All right.
well, it's not Nicki Minaj. It's a Nicki Minaj song.
It's at my heart, baby, running away. Beating like a drum and it's tearing away.
This is terrible. Stop it. Not good.
All right.
Not good.
Finally, this is the last one for today. It's called Tebow Time.
He was a fish
God. Nice fucking sound quality. It's 2012. Anyone can at least make it the sound good. Make the sound good.
The Broncos are running wild.
Running wild, brother.
He's ready to go. Tebow drifts left and he starts to roll. Looks downfield as the fans near. Breaks contain and he's in the clear. Tebow time. Tebow time. Tebow time. Tebow time.
Oh, fuck.
Wait till.
Yeah, wait till.
I noticed you didn't finish any of those songs.
No. No. That is really bad.
Yeah.
Fuck. God, that's annoying.
Should we go back to John Parr?
Yeah, why not? Eek.
All right, well.
Good luck to all those people, because I'm sure they thought when they put that out it was just going to fucking take off.
God, those are terrible.
Be adopted by the Broncos as their team song.
I wouldn't be
Out
surprised
there.
if they took the St. Elmo's Fire one. That's the legitimate guy. Yeah, they would use that.
Play that.
Tim Tebow's Fire. Really?
Tim Tebow's Fire.
Notice you didn't say Tim Tebow's Flame?
Doesn't make sense. It's like hell. Like hell is where the fire is and stuff, so that doesn't make sense. He's a holy man. He's a man of the cloth. Yipes.
I think it's a perfect place to break. There's nothing we could do with those songs.
No, not
just enjoy them.
Damn thing. Yeah, let him just sit. Let him just simmer in our heads then. Why don't we do that?
When we get back, the Philly mayor, calling a lot of people assholes.
Yeah, and good and well he should. Somebody's got to speak up.
We'll explain next.
More shenanigans.
Oh yeah! You like the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did the people
what?
Did the people who saw No Signs at CES, was that a Sirius XM actually booth, or was that a car company that had just a Sirius XM sign with Oprah and Howard, whoever else they had on it?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
No one's actually clear on anything.
It doesn't matter.
Especially the listeners.
Yeah, I just like bitching.
The listeners.
I don't really care about facts. Erock got burned in the bathroom.
Good.
Erock got burned badly in the bathroom. He's trying to downplay it.
A toothy glory hole.
It has something to do with CES, too, because we were at the urinal talking shit, and Erock goes, you know what? We're not represented at CES. Well, it gets worse than that. I go, what? He goes, well, SiriusXM has put new posters in the lobby, and we don't have a poster. They got Howard. Even Jason Ellis has a poster in the lobby.
Whoa.
And I am literally a split second from losing my fucking mind. And you hear from the stall, you never talk shit when the stall doors are closed, you idiot.
Exactly.
Our bathroom, for the people that don't know, is what, 3 urinals? Four urinals. And then behind is like 5 or 6 stalls, like right there. And I don't talk my shit if I know a door is closed. That's just stupid. So I'm about to lose my fucking mind, and you hear someone in mid-shit go, poster's coming next week. It's Gary in the stall.
Oh, I saw Gary when I came out of the bathroom, too. The Opie and Anthony poster's coming next week?
Yeah.
Good.
But Gary knew damn well that I was about to just motherfuck him and everybody else. And, you know, you don't want to hear what people have to say about you, ever.
It's like Eddie Murphy in the stall during fucking Trading Places.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to hear Mortimer and his brother.
Exactly.
Do you know, it's funny, they're probably going to surprise the show with the poster. That was probably meant to be a surprise.
Yeah.
As like, hey guys, look at this. And a company doing something nice.
Surprise. All the other posters are up.
But I'm saying
so that's my bitch today. Why didn't our posters go up at the first round?
That's probably why. And
they weren't going to surprise us.
No, maybe they were just going to put the poster up.
But Gary in mid-shit had to fucking pipe up immediately because he knew some things were going to be said.
He just didn't want to hear himself called a babysitter. He's just trying to take a dump and relax.
No, the new one is secretary.
Oh, he's a good egg.
I like him. I like Gary.
He means well. He's got glasses.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
If he had better eyesight, I'd like him more. I told Gary, just get 20/20, we can hang out. I don't hang with people with glasses.
No.
Makes me look bad. That's right. Exactly.
We're looking at two guys that might need glasses in the very near future. So
what do you mean?
Go find another radio show.
Anthony with his fucking billboard font on his phone.
Believe me, I know.
You and Keith Robinson. It's like giant letter. It's like watching that Times Square building scroll.
I really did step it up to the big fucking font. It's I fucking try to read things, like even in here, I grab the newspaper in the morning and try to read, and I'm just squinting, and I have a headache right now. As we speak, I have a headache.
I have to now drive with glasses again.
Oh, no.
Remember, I was a LASIK guy.
Yeah.
I wore glasses my entire life, and somewhere around the year 1999, I got my eyes did.
Yeah.
And at one point, I was seeing 2015, I was seeing some holy shit stuff. And now they said, you get in your 40s, the muscles start wearing down a little bit. So now I need driving glasses.
Yeah.
That's because I got a kid, though. That was the promise I made.
Oh, that you would? Because...
Yeah, my night driving is atrocious.
Is it really?
And I finally had to give in and go, all right, now that we got a kid, all right. I'll
step it up.
I'll get driving glasses.
You know who needs to do the same thing you're doing?
Who? Kenny?
Oh, boy. He's coming in already.
Shit.
His
How bad
night
is his
driving stinks.
Night driving is horrifying.
He panics.
What happens with you there, Kenny?
No, my night driving is only compounded by fatigue.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Fatigue of the passenger with you?
No, but he needs Kenny's glasses at night.
James is a pleasure to be around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very pleasant. He's talkative. He's a good conversationalist.
He has no problem when traffic slows down a little bit.
No, James is the ultimate optimist.
He just goes with it. He just goes with it.
James knows how to go with the flow.
Now, the thing is, I want Kenny to have glasses before he drives at night.
Yeah?
Yes, he has them and he drives better, but he's a guy's guy and he doesn't like to put his little old lady glasses on.
Well, the problem with driving glasses, as soon as you want to look down at your shit, that's all blurry.
Exactly.
And it fucking then makes you nauseous. Like
exactly.
You got the flu
Me
or
and you
something.
can relate.
All right, cool. How about this?
Mine's just reading, thank God.
Don't
Distance
look down
is
at
fine.
stuff that will make you nauseous. I prefer you see the truck in front of us.
Yeah, looking at your intestines on the road might make you nauseous.
Yeah, there's
too.
really nothing else you need to look down at.
Kevin from Connecticut saying I could get a prescription windshield. Is that shit available yet?
Come on.
Well, let's slow down a minute. Why not?
That's bullshit.
How cool would that be? No one else would be able to drive your car, though.
Exactly. That's funny.
Well, that would be great.
That's someone's bit.
By the way, Electric Dave from Flint, Michigan. Ant's a big fan of Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, great. Big fan of
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore.
We love Michael Moore.
No, he doesn't.
Michael Moore.
Dude, your tweet about Michael Moore, I have to say, made me fucking howl. Your latest one?
Oh, the one with the picture?
Of the train?
Yeah.
That made me fucking howl.
He tweeted that he was on the Amtrak
The
going to Washington,
simplicity of that
D.C.
tweet was fucking brilliant. He says what? I'm on my way to Washington?
To Washington, D.C. By Amtrak, and all I put was exclusive photo. And it was, I found the little engine that could.
And the little engine that could is struggling.
Right when he's at the top of the hill and the little engine face is sweating and it's got a grimace on it, smoke's pouring out of the stack. You can just tell his wheels are like oval because they're trying to get up that track. And
basically saying that Michael Moore is
a big fat load that would slow down any train.
I didn't get what that meant. He just explained it.
It's the little engine that could. Didn't Mommy ever read you the little engine that could?
My uncle did.
Oh, yeah. God. Well, the train was always going into a dark tunnel.
Yeah, the train goes in and it backs up. It's got duty on it.
Oh, boy. So Electric Dave in Flint, Michigan writes, Opie won't talk shit in the bathroom with the closed stall door because someone might be in there, but then gets on the radio and motherfucks everybody.
Like you don't want to do it in the bathroom. It's just poor taste.
Because this isn't real life.
Right, it's radio.
It's radio. That's more real life in the stall.
Listen to this.
When you hear it coming from a bathroom, holy shit, that hurts way more than if you hear it coming through a radio show.
Have you ever made yourself known because people had started talking about you?
All the time.
Yeah, you just don't want to hear it.
No.
After shows, I always make sure they know I'm in the bed. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, man, it fucking sucked.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't even get to that point.
No,
if you know that there's a possibility the conversation could start heading toward your way, all the fucking time.
Yeah, it is kind of frightening.
I don't think there's a person alive that wants to hear someone talking shit about them while they're in a stall.
No.
You think Obama has to deal with that?
All the time in the White House.
Yeah.
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 Catches everybody at N, sometimes I.
Someone's saying, why don't I wear contacts? Can you wear contacts if you only need them for driving? I'm confused.
Oh.
I don't know either. Because the shit in front of me is all fucking blurry and makes me nauseous.
Oh, look. You know, it's me and Jimmy.
I've lost a little bit of weight. Today I'm dressed like a sweater boy cutie.
Why are you dressed like a sweater boy?
Cutie?
That's my new name.
But why? Why are you wearing a sweater? You got something going on?
No, just being a sweater boy cutie.
All right.
I decided to put my sweater on today. I wanted to wear my cardigan.
Cardigan?
No, my cashmere.
Kashmir. Kashmir.
It's my new name, by the way. I won't answer to Jen anymore.
What is it now?
Sweater boy cutie.
Sweater boy cutie. Wow.
Did Sam really quit the show?
Okay.
I hope so.
He did?
Hope he quits life.
Which one?
You got that pissed?
No, Sam's writing our idea.
Oh, really?
A bit. Hey, Menino.
Us? Oh. Why would we be on TV?
Menino, he looks all bloated.
This is in 1999.
What's he saying? Can we get him?
He's betting shit.
Pull him up.
I can't.
Shit.
I'm over there.
I'm over here now.
I can pull that shit up. I can't pull this shit up.
We can't get Squawk Box up?
No.
Doesn't he look bloaty or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look at it. He sits there with his mouth agape because it cannot hold that tongue.
You know how horrible his breath is because he can't keep his mouth closed, so that shit's drying up.
Well, it's just looking at him without the sound.
Oh, we want this, Mars.
Oh, okay.
Yo, let's go.
Why would you leave this?
I asked for your firing. by the
where's
way, during the break.
Marcelino?
Why fire?
He's
Put it
working.
on.
Excuse me.
Some guy named Lewis that I guess you're pals with. I asked him if he could fire you.
Why would you do that, Opster?
Just to mix things up a little bit.
You don't have enough excitement in your life?
Get this on.
Guaranteed, it's one of those situations. The second it comes on, he's going to be done. We want to thank Mayor Menino.
Well, I know he's betting Sam Adams for the big game. The big game.
No,
Is he? And
Oh, he's not?
oh no!
Come on.
Mars.
What are you doing? Put the TV on.
Oh, this is some kind of political
Come
stock
on.
thing. Oh,
You got it?
no! This is going
SBC
to
is
be
trying to watch something.
epic fail right here. Watch this fail.
Can't we just turn the volume on?
Come on, SBC wants to see
you
it.
can do that.
That's not professional.
Yeah, this isn't.
It's always that critical. When you're a doer, get things you get criticized.
So is that going to be a fair argument for folks like Gingrich to make? But obviously there's an expectation that Obama's going to be making that argument and making it hard.
I think it's going to be a decision that Obama will make to take on the nominee. But also, we're talking about Bain. Let's talk about the real issues that affect American people. Well, no, I never hear the issue of housing, jobs, education, public safety.
Never?
That's all they talk about, you fat idiot.
They have not addressed that issue at all. They talk about these issues that don't affect real people.
Talk about
people in America.
Why is his face so squishy?
It is really bloated.
We haven't addressed any of those issues yet. I watch those debates. I say, my God, who are they appealing to? They're not appealing to the working people that I represent.
He almost said me, but he called himself.
Yeah.
Mayor, this is Sam Mulcahy. I agree with you completely. I think the discussion on Bain Capital is an absolute
He coughed his tongue out of his mouth.
Yeah, Blythe Danner wants to talk to him. Who is this
You
bitch?
do live
Killer.
with, Mitt Romney's legacy in Boston. It would be interesting to hear your perspective even on healthcare and how that has transpired. And
He is painful to watch. You fixate on his mouth.
Package that was passed by the legislature with the governor being there at that time and Senator Kennedy really being the individual who really pushed that legislation. I think it's good. And of course, it's change. It's change. The powerful forces in America don't want change when it comes to health care. And that's so unfortunate. We know how expensive it is. We got to change it. But why is the American Medical Association, all those other groups rally against change in health care? Try to go see a doctor. They give you 5 minutes of their time. They have 25 appointments. Not like the old days when they had time to see you and talk to you about your medical needs. I just say that health care is number one. Education, jobs. What about jobs? How are we going to create jobs in America? I mean, let's get real about those issues.
No one's talking
that
about
affect
jobs
American
in this
people.
day and
And
age.
we have all these individuals coming back from the conflicts, and what opportunities they're going to have for real jobs in America, in housing, and the future for their children and their families.
Mr. Menino, I have to say, I'm conflicted asking you a question. I'm a Yankee fan.
That's your mistake.
It makes it hard for me, but I do love your city, so I get to go up there. But I'll try to talk with respect. What is it that Washington could do for the city of Boston that you would like to see the next president or this president do?
Are we done with this? Or no?
Yeah. Think makes fiscal sense for the federal government.
I think what has to
You know who
happen
that bald
is
guy looks like a young version
partnership.
of?
What's happening in America today, everything's so partisan. It's Democrats, Republicans. A Democratic issue, a Republican issue.
All right, enough.
The Chinese going crazy over their iPhones.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, the Chinese there's an Apple store there in China, and the Chinese were mad because it didn't open at 7 like they said it was going to, so they started throwing eggs at the iStore.
Who brings eggs to a phone store?
And that'll make them opening up their store faster, right?
The Chinese.
Who brings eggs to a fucking Apple store?
I don't know. It's like bringing apples to the egg store.
Well, then they canceled the whole launch.
They did?
Yeah.
Why?
They don't want eggs on their products.
Oh.
Angry customers and gangs of scalpers.
They're
threw
probably
eggs.
making omelets or something. Am I right, Trav?
I don't think that's what they're doing.
There was
the iPhone
so
4S
many.
was canceled due to concerns over the size of the crowd.
There was so many Chinese people at the launch here in the United States, just buying. They couldn't even speak English. They'd pull out a wad of fucking cash and buy these phones, and you know they were just like mules.
And they're allowed.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Apple doesn't have a policy against that. If you want to buy a phone without a contract, you can go, they can go. You just buy the maximum. And Apple knows what they're doing, but that's their policy.
That should be their policies. None of their business where their phones are being.
None of your business.
That's right.
None of their fucking beeswax.
That's right.
Be nice.
Speaking of politics, we got a Philadelphia mayor there.
Yes.
He,
I like him.
He is saying some shit.
Yeah, Philly's out of control with these fucking people doing their hijinks and shenanigans with their illegal guns.
It's not out of control where I go, sir.
Well, I'm sure there's nice areas everywhere.
But the mayor's had it, right?
Yeah, he's had it.
He wants the parents, to watch over their kids more better.
Even an outraged Mayor Nutter spoke out about the crime.
The first way to stop this kind of stuff is for young people to be home where they're supposed to be home, and for adults not to act like idiots and assholes out in the streets of our city shooting at kids in a car.
That's great. Idiots and assholes.
Bravo.
I love that guy.
Good.
Isn't he he's a black guy, right, the mayor?
Mayor Nutter.
Yeah, I love him.
No
What he
fluff.
wants.
No fluff from Nutter.
Wow.
I used to love Fluff and Nutter.
Of course you did.
I hated it. Because you had to, mix it with peanut butter.
It's a tasty treat.
You needed that jelly to make it all nice.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly. Always.
No.
Fluff and Nutter taste.
Peanut butter sucks.
Makes the smell of sweaty skin go away.
You don't like peanut butter?
No, I hate it.
You're a communist.
No, I'm not.
How do you not
really
like
a
peanut
communist.
butter?
It's
George Washington Carver.
It's too. Yeah,
It's the black
that's
man
one
thing.
It's too. Somebody said on Twitter the other day that peanut butter is not an invention; it's a recipe. They always say, "Oh, the scientist, if I ground up some peanuts, stop it." But no, the peanut butter is too overbearing when you put it in anything. I don't like it in chocolate. I don't like it on bananas. I don't like it.
Peanut butter cookies that fall apart?
I hate peanut butter cookies.
Where they're all soft in the middle and
Hate
warm?
it. Why not have have an oatmeal cookie? It's sweet and nice.
You don't like a Reese's peanut butter cup?
Hate it. Give me just chocolate.
You never
I
liked
don't
peanut
like
butter?
No.
Peanut butter and jelly?
No. Whenever
On
I
Wonder
bit into
Bread?
something that had peanut butter in it, it went right out. Blah. Hated it. Hated it. Still do. Hate it. It's overbearing. It's a standalone.
Do you eat peanuts?
Butter.
Do you eat peanuts?
Peanuts I will eat. but I don't chew them to the point of butter.
What's your favorite
I
peanut?
let them remain a little granular.
Wait, do you like a little bit of peanut butter, like a light? Because a big peanut butter thing makes your mouth and hates being sticky.
I hate sticky.
He hates his legs.
It has nothing to do with that. It's all about the taste.
Okay.
Hate it.
You don't like peanut butter ice cream?
No.
Oh, what a jizz
Oh
bag.
my God! What's wrong with you?
Stop it with you. Fuck that shit. Vanilla chocolate.
Where they barely mix the peanut butter into the ice cream so you get some deliciousness.
How could you fuck ice cream up?
Oh my God!
By throwing peanut butter in it. You
like
freaks
peanut
of
butter on
nature.
celery?
What is it? The Reese's peanut butter ice cream? To die for.
What else don't you like?
To die
Fuck
for.
that.
What else don't you like? Big clits?
No. That's disgusting. Peanut butter ice cream.
It rules.
Look at that.
How do you fucking...
Oh, it's the
How
best.
do you ravage ice cream like that?
It's amazing.
It's the best.
Terrible.
Can we get some right now?
Would you like some Reese's Pieces
boy,
ice
would
cream?
I.
Oh, fucking love
Boy,
it.
would
Reese's
I.
Pieces. Give me M&M's. Fuck Reese's Pieces in their asses.
Not a fan of the Reese's peanut. What are they called? Reese's Pieces. Not a fan of those. Where they look like M&Ms, but they're peanut butter inside.
Cool.
Not a fan.
Yeah, but you got to eat like a whole handful of them to even.
That's
you might
why
as
there's
well,
all candy.
Yeah, but you might as well just have a Reese's
I
peanut
believe
butter cup.
the M&M company has come up with one of those too.
I'm a
right?
Raisinette guy over Goobers any day.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
both terrible.
Yes, that's fine.
They're
I love
both terrible?
Raisinets.
Well,
I think fucking
What do you eat at
Roland
the
likes
movies?
Goobers. I hate Goobers.
Skittles. No.
Skittles. Chocolate
Skittles.
always first.
Ugh.
Always first.
I like Skittles.
Skittles.
I'd eat Skittles over Goobers.
Yeah, I don't like Goobers, so maybe you're right there.
Goobers
I guess
and
you're right.
Raisinets. Goobers and Raisinets. Goobers are delicious peanuts covered in chocolate. Raisinets are raisins covered in chocolate too. Goobers and Raisinets. Goober.
And wondered at his final words, Goobers and Raisinets.
Opie's thumb in Cleveland. Anthony likes old lady candy.
No!
And then he goes,
what do you think? I'm eating those Mary Janes?
No. Then he goes, I bet he likes Werther's Original, too.
Oh, who doesn't like a good Werther?
What is a Werther?
original?
I just know that's funny.
A Werther original?
I'm trying to remember what a Werther original is.
Butterscotch. No. Yeah, those are pretty good though. But
you like butterscotch?
I like ribbon candy. I like fucking putting a fucking concertina wire in my mouth. That stuff's a hazard.
Ribbon candy sucks.
Ribbon candy. Grandma would always have ribbon candy around the holidays. Here, chew this flavored glass.
What happens to old people that they enjoy that shitty candy?
They're stupid.
Yeah, they're dumb. Dementia.
Sour balls.
I used to like eating the wax teeth after you were done playing with them. Flavorless wax. Or those wax bottles that would have the imitation soda inside.
Those
but
are good.
It was just syrupy stuff.
And then you had to eat the wax.
Wax was big. They would sell kids just wax
to chew on.
Here's some wax. Eat it, kid.
Chew this candle shaped like teeth, you little jerk off.
And dots. You'd eat a fucking ton of paper. You'd be shitting out pieces of paper because you couldn't get the dots off the paper.
Bob Levy had a joke about those. For years, we fucking teased it. It was an awful joke. I don't even know if he ever did it. I don't know if he actually did it on stage, but he was going to do a college or something. He goes, yeah, I was doing this joke about dots. I'm like, why would you eat those? It's like just throwing sugar on a newspaper. It's a terrible idea. And this is fucking 17 years ago.
Wow.
We fucking, for years, would talk about that awful joke.
Just beat the shit out of him about his dumb joke.
Wintergreen. I hate people always use wintergreen to cover up their shitty breath, and it never fucking works.
No.
If you have chronically bad breath, wintergreen is not helping you.
No.
Go to the fucking dentist. Get your fucking gums cleaned out.
What about rock candy? Did you get that when you went upstate?
Rock candy, yeah.
It was just what?
That was always a special little treat. Didn't see a lot of it.
Nope.
In what I call the day, there was rock candy at like the stationery store.
Well, all stores are stationary.
Well, that's true. I liked the moving stores. All right, you got me.
All right. Well,
you got me.
what does this fat fuck want?
Lady
Trucker what?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good morning, fellas.
Hello, sweetie.
I would like to listen to how confidently Anthony delivered that line about the standalone butter.
Yeah, I know, right?
There is no reason to ever take a call from this
You have 11
Woman.
hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
What do you got? Some kind of robot driving?
Yeah, that's our Gupus.
What is that? Your navigation system?
It's navigation. It's electronic log.
Please drive off a cliff. Do the world a favor.
Electronic log, that's what robots find in their toilets.
What happened?
Boo.
But what happened? What is she trying to do?
I don't know.
What are you trying to do?
Derails our show.
All right, well, that was a wonderful phone call. Thank you.
She jackknifed our show. That's what happens. We're trying to keep the shiny side up and the dirty side down. Good buddy.
Is that what they say?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, keep your foot to the floor and you better shut
Shiny
up.
side up and the dirty side down.
Oh.
You shake the trees, I'll rake the leaves.
Yeah, well, how about this? Go as fast as you can, you fucking cranked out zilch. Fucking hey, drive faster, meth addict. That should be trucker expressions. Hey, fix your mud flap, cunt.
We might have a new video from the dude from Danufi. Remember this guy?
Of course. We forget him.
He's calling us, what, bootlickers and lizards and...
Shitheads.
Shitheads.
Something like that.
He's accusing us of giving him Tourette's. What? Is there a new video by this guy?
I'm looking.
What kind of Tourette's?
I don't know.
It's just plain goofy.
Is there a new video by the guy? Wow.
I swear, I do have an eyeball headache. I got eyeball headache right now.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, what do you mean? Is this a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, turn it towards me, Travis. I'll break your fingers.
Anderson.
Oh my God, he dressed in a suit for this one.
Oh, he's ripping me off.
Of course, he's wearing beige too.
Holy fuck.
Beige.
All right.
Love him.
Are we ready to do this?
Beige.
I move it back. Here we go. Do we have to explain this guy?
Jerk off.
An asshole.
Explained.
Jesse Ventura, Chris Kyle, controversy that continues because Chris Kyle's still saying he punched out Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura's denying it.
He's a Jesse fanboy who hates us now because we make fun of Jesse.
And we've embraced this hater because there's something about him that we just enjoy.
He's
the way he says shit.
He's utterly valueless.
Mm-hmm. As he say shit.
Yeah. Opie and Anthony, these shitheads.
Yeah, he's got some kind of a Scottish Canadian accent.
The description for this video is
he's a
what's the description?
Let's just play it. He's a terrible bore.
Yeah, Opie and Anthony gave me Tourette's is the name of this video.
Oh, what's he doing now?
Ready?
Yeah.
Right.
These are vultures, and they will feed off the most helpless of society. Yeah. That's what the Opie and Anthony does. If they were in the military, they would be put up in the front line without no bullets just to get rid of them. That's how useless these people are.
Pause that for a second.
There's probably going to be a bit of parts.
And that's not uncomfortable at all. When I'm here 10 seconds in, I use an analogy about them being shot and murdered.
Yeah.
That's not uncomfortable for anybody to hear.
That's good. Good.
Yeah. This is how all wackos are. We write things that kind of foretell what we're going to do.
We'll keep this for the old pistol license renewal.
Oh, yeah.
That's how useless these people are. Okay. There's probably going to be a bit of pirates language in this one, folks, so... Because after about 9 hours of watching the Dopey and Egney show, I got fucking Tourette's.
9
I probably
hours?
can never get rid of it. That was unbelievable. I watched like 5 hours of these guys, and life became meaningless and hopeless immediately.
Right.
Well, the show's everything desired.
Hated everything. That was beautiful. I mean, I despised it. That's the power of radio, folks. Incredible. You know, that's why I like, there's a video I put up there earlier today of a good friend of mine, and I had some friends by, and we were playing guitar and singing, and I done it on purpose because I had to get away from this Opie and Dopey routine and that human fucking waste of Jim Norton.
Yay!
What the fuck is that to me?
Oh, finally.
Jim Norton, you know, he's kind of like, if I was asked to describe that guy, I would put him down as a vegetable, like eyes and a mouth. Somehow manages to dress himself every fucking day.
Yay.
Most likely it's in the most soiled clothes he could find from last
Pause
week.
that, please. I gonna say a lot of stuff, but I don't realize he's a sweater boy cutie.
Yes.
I don't realize he's...
Look at your sweater boy cutie. Don't give me that.
Sitting with Opie and Duncy and sweater boy cutie. He's got his clean T-shirt and his new cologne, and he's wearing his nice boxers, and he's got a gentleman's coat.
A gentleman's coat. Keeping him warm on those cold New York mornings.
That waste of space.
It's like a vegetable.
He's like a vegetable with eyes.
With eyes.
He
and a
dresses
mouth.
himself.
A mouth.
So he must have hands. I don't know why I just said eyes. How could he dress himself with eyes?
With eyes, you could undress someone with your eyes. You can't dress him with your eyes.
I undress Jesse Ventura when I see him.
Damn your eyes, man! Damn your eyes!
He's like a Daniel Day-Lewis. It's just a left foot with eyes. A vegetable in a left foot. No hands, just eyes. And a left foot creeping around.
He loves the attention, though, because he's got his best suit on.
Of course he does.
People are not watching this video.
I'm wearing a sharkskin suit. All right, please more.
I'm pretty sure he's too stupid to use a washing machine. Unless a condom comes out, we probably can't figure out how to use it, you know. That's how stupid these people are. I don't know how the fuck they can manage to feed themselves or even tie their own shoelaces every day, you know.
It's hard. Sometimes I eat my shoelaces.
Oh, this guy's coming up with great things of how dumb we are.
Yeah.
Hey, these guys probably can't even find a hat. I'll bet you they guys, I'm surprised they can even make their own toast and put marmalade on it in the morning. How many examples are you going to give? I'm going to give a whole bunch of examples of just things. I bet they can't even pull back their bedspread when there's a fire next door.
How do they turn their doorknob? How do you turn your fucking doorknob to leave your house?
I'm just sitting here with my chair keeping all the sunlight out so it doesn't wreck the production value.
I've gotten a bigger blanket to put over my window.
Underneath this blanket's a lot of clear pre-seminal fluid that I get when I'm watching Jesse Ventura talking. I put it over my lap like an Afghan.
I bet they can't even squeeze the toothpaste out onto the brush. The brush is sitting there and the toothpaste is all over the sink.
I bet if a lima bean fell, they couldn't even kick it into a cup like a little golf ball. I bet if a lima bean fell, they couldn't even scoop it up with a lima bean scooping apparatus.
They walk around in the dark because they can't even flick a light switch. It's impossible, a fucking retard.
I don't know how these guys even comb their hair. They're probably too stupid to pick up a comb and run it through their hair or over their eyeballs.
Nonetheless, use a Q-tap. Probably can't even use a fucking Q-tap.
These guys are just worthless. Opie and Duncy. Opie and Turd Hattie. They're probably too stupid.
Always a hat with Jimmy.
Probably too stupid to even mix up tea with a tea mixing apparatus.
They probably go cream and sugar and just have it black because they don't know how to put in cream or sugar.
They don't even know how to use their cups at home. They probably just pour their coffee into their hands and scoop it up towards their mouth.
And just hope for the best.
Yeah, they get their eyes all, and they're too dumb to go to the emergency room.
Oh, be an incredible shithead.
And this human pile of marmalade, Jim Norton. I'm going to name food. And this strip steak with eyes and teeth, Jim Norton. And this piece of sweet potato pie with herpes, Jim Norton.
We have 7 minutes left on this video.
Oh, goody.
Also learning that he's from Southern England. Thank you, JD.
Is that where he is now?
England.
And he has a Twitter that we'll get into in a little bit.
Oh, good.
But back to the latest video from this guy that really hates us.
Good.
See what I mean? I got Tourette's, literally, from listening to Opie and Anthony for about 9 hours. At one point there, I almost beat my dog to death. I was like, shut up, dog, or I'm going to kill you.
That's what I
And
call
I've
my
never
wife.
said that to my dog in my life.
I call my wife
A dog listening.
I was beating my dog to death. I was punching it right on the back hindquarters with both fists as my genitals were buried in his little backside. He was yelping for help and clawing at the window, but he couldn't find it because I have a curtain.
I was trying to watch the soccer game. And I had a nice steak out there and my dog ate it.
All right.
So I kicked him in the fucking liver. I kicked him in the fucking liver and he keeled over dead. He did. That's what I wish would happen to Opie and the shite head.
His little Jack Russell tail was flapping against my appendix scar as I punched his little hindquarters and held him with those little corn on the cob things.
Aye, it was quite the Donnybrook.
I drove my erection deep into his little barking, yelping buttocks, and I showed him who was boss. I'm wearing a shirt that the collar's a little too big for me. Apparently I've dropped a few pounds. Do a nice big collar for 1977.
Look at his lapels.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got my Tony Manero jacket on. I could get into any discotheque.
Please more.
Hours. At one point there, I almost beat my dog to death. I was like, shut up, dog, or I'm going to kill you.
What a terrible
And
insult.
I've never said that to my dog in my life. But after listening to these subhumans, these anti-humans, of these men, these are these...
Pause. Oh, no. I'm going to start writing things down because I run out after 2. These subhumans, these anti-humans. Oh, no, I'm going with the humans team. I can't think of a third thing. He stinks at giving examples.
These human growth hormones. Human.
These human league songs.
Humane society. Yeah. Stay on the road, stay off the moors.
These humans, delicious deli snacks.
Aye. The human fund.
These human rights violations. All right,
to these subhumans, these anti-humans, of these men, these are despicable.
I'm going to look down at what I've written, but try not to keep my eyes down so it doesn't look like I'm reading. Because I'm too stupid to realize if you hold it at camera level, your eyes are in the place they should be. So I'm going to leave it on me desk and just peruse what I've written while you're all staring at me eyelids. Because I'm a dumbbell. I'm a dumbbell with a giant shirt collar.
The lapels are huge.
If I jump out of a 40th floor window, I'll float to safety.
These are despicable.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, if you immerse yourself into that darkness, this cult of Opie and Annie, it's like walking in a sewer for something you don't want and you can't use. These vultures, these anti-human parasites, they're out there feeding on your loved ones and getting them to feed on them. That's what they're all about, picking on the most vulnerable in society. These people are cowards.
Yes, Paul.
Like if they were
Jesse Ventura's very vulnerable. They were picking on the poor, weak ex-Navy SEAL, ex-governor, ex-wrestler. They really pick on the weakest of the weak. What's next, Chuck Liddell? Who else are they going to pick on?
Another Wakeland.
Perhaps who? George Foreman? Other people that can't defend themselves. What are they going to do next? Go poke Lennox Lewis in the eyes? Are they going to kick Ronaldo, the soccer player, in his genitals? His uncircumcised genitals? They're picking on all these defenseless people, like Jesse Ventura.
The poor lad. Don't you know?
getting them to feed on them.
Yeah.
That's what they're all about, picking on the most vulnerable in society. These people are cowards. Like, if they were in Iraq, they'd be hanging from a crane, okay? Or they'd be the towel boys at the local men's bathhouse. That's about it.
Bathhouse?
A bathhouse?
These people are parasites. Oh, you know how insects will lie in the desert for months, head buried in the sand, waiting for life to come in. They'll come in and they'll leech off of that in order to survive. That's what the Opie
I'm an
and
entomologist. Bugs in the desert.
These people are butt flies. They land under your skin and they hatch while you're talking to your friends.
It's amazing. They're like centipedes, just moseying around with a bunch of legs. Make no sense, guy.
Human centipedes. They've got one head in the asshole and another head in their asshole, and they're just eating shit and swallowing it.
They're feeding their listeners shat. The shat that comes out of him. Like a human centipede. They're virtual stank bugs.
These people are giant hornets. They just fly around picking on bumblebees.
Jim Norton are like. That's how you describe these people in reality. The only rational thing that ever came out of their mouth was they supported Ron Paul. And I said to myself, well, gee, you know, maybe they got a bit of rationality left in them somewhere. But then, you know, I had time to think about this, especially yesterday when we were sitting around singing and having a really nice time here. I came to the realization all of a sudden, that's frightening! That's friggin' frightening! That's frightening that Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton Norris are supporting Ron Paul. That means all those fucking lunatics that are licking their boots all the time might show up at a Ron Paul rally, and that could be used to demonize Ron Paul supporters. And that's what's happening probably. They're being...
Way to take lemonade and big lemons. I want Ron Paul to win, but I don't want anybody supporting him. Only me and my singing friends.
Hey!
We're here having a little sing-off.
I don't want them back and Ron Paul. I want when we're singing, just me bandmate. Hey, the rocker arm assembly. Well, the rocker arm assembly. We don't like dirt. That was an old mobile commercial.
I couldn't believe when the lead singer called me a tuning son of a bitch and pushed me out of his house. I couldn't believe it.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out my house.
My girlfriend and the retard were watching, and we were all just playing ga.
And even the retard said it sounds like a #1 hit tune. Or that was the faggot.
The faggot was whispering through the whole movie.
The poofter was talking to the retard.
Yeah, we were just sitting around singing, eating meat that was a little loud and spoiled.
Dancing without using our hands.
Where's the Tourette's?
Ron Paul supporters. And that's what's happening probably. They're being co-opted. These lunatic, these fringe crazies that are wouldn't even exist, only that they feel on par with this kind of smut that comes out of the Opie and Agony show. Think about the things they say. They had this one guy there, he wants to kill his wife, right? And the boys were saying, like,
that would be any guy who's married.
Just masturbate and pretend you're choking the living shit out of her and stuff like that. Do what I do, right? It's so revolting, I can't even read.
That's a damn... Why would you do that when you could just really choke her? Why pretend you're killing her when you could just kill her?
See, they don't want to go the extra mile.
Yeah, they want to pretend they're doing things instead of really living. You don't know what it's like until you're coming and someone breathes their last breath in your face.
Just choke the cunt.
Just choke her with a wire hanger. Give her the old Janiola as you're ejaculating into her shitting anus. They always shit when they're dying. It's the body getting rid of all the excrement. You don't know living until you put on a bad suit. That's why I have me windows blocked, so nobody can see them clawing for their lives.
Oh, wow.
Pretend you're choking the living shit out of her and stuff like that. Do what I do, right? It's so revolting, I can't even repeat it. They should be locked up in a mental institution and be pumped up with some kind of drug for at least 10 years and then put them through school again and teach them to be a part of society. They have no benefit to anybody out there, only evil people and hate. This is what they propagate. And they encourage their listeners to bash women and bash their children, basically, with the mentality that they put out that life is not precious. Life is not cool. You know, life is not worth living. It's this despicable look at ourselves is what it really is.
Oh, thank you.
And they make money off this, and they justify that as a distraction some way. They call that humor for some reason.
Well, I make a few pounds.
That's the guys they put it on. Like it's actually, like they're actually part of the human race. These people are not part of the human race. These are anti-human parasites who are feeding off the human race.
Pause. I make a 7-minute video that should probably be 1 minute and 15 seconds because I tend to be redundant and say the same words.
I should look into editing.
I should really pick up a thesaurus and see what a synonym for parasite might be.
Maybe just go and call them a mosquito. They're like a bunch of mosquitoes.
These damn bed bugs.
They're like ticks. Or fleas or ticks or mosquitoes.
I keep saying the same bug over and over.
Whatever kind of blood-sucking creature you can think of. That's what they are.
Yeah, I probably should have cut this down to about 1 minute and 15 seconds. But I just got... Because what happens is I have a bunch of stuff written, but I panic, and I don't want to look down for too long. So I take a quick glance, and I realise I can't read my psychopath scribblings because I'm writing in child's blood.
So I say parasite again, and again, and again.
These are aliens, literally, figuratively. These
literally,
are vultures,
figuratively.
okay? Yes. They're so vicious at this stage right now. They're coming after me because I'm in a wheelchair. That's incredible.
Pause.
That they
Oh, boy.
He's in a wheelchair?
Oh, boy.
Oh.
We had no idea.
I had no idea. They didn't know. Jim Norton doesn't know how brilliant his analogy from Sling Blade really was. I wish I'd have known you were in a wheelchair. I'd have done tipping you over jokes for 2 days now. You bag of shite. I had no idea your legs were as awful as your videos.
Hey,
who knew he was in a wheelchair?
They're making fun of me turnip legs. Hey, my potato blight legs.
They're making fun of the fact I've been wearing the same pair of shoes since 1987. Not a scuff to be found.
Nary a scratch on the soles.
I had no idea. Like, I'm Perry Mason. Jim is now excited because he didn't know when he compared you to the Sling Blade guy that he was 100% spot on.
Why would he offer that up? Oh, that's not going to end good.
I'm trying to make myself look like a victim, but all I've done is added a lot of fodder onto the making fun of me. Nice legs, Dick.
People are begging for his Twitter, and I think we got it. At the end of this video. Go ahead, continue.
Stage right now, they're coming after me because I'm in a wheelchair. That's incredible. That they singled that out as a reason to attack me and a way to attack me.
No.
My goodness.
Spoken like a true psychopath. I attack them, they've never heard of me. They respond and I play the victim. I'm like every girl Jim Norton tries to fuck. That's what I do. I attack them, I go on the attack, I put up a video, and they respond. And what do? I'm in a wheelchair. My legs are no good.
Aye. My useless appendages. Along with me penis. Me penis is fucking useless.
Me in a way to attack me. My goodness, what kind of world do we live into when that's what they're grasping at? That's that straw that they grasp at.
No,
because
that straw
I'm in a
is your
hospital
spine.
bed for the last 12 years.
It's like a crazy straw it is. Full of spinal fluid, flipping through it like a crazy straw. Like one of those bendable ones you put in a drink.
He was in a hospital bed for 12 years. Oh, boy.
12 years?
I don't care.
Why do you think?
In a hospital bed for 12 years?
Maybe spinal meningitis, some type of parasite.
Maybe victim of the war?
Which one?
I don't know.
The Falklands?
Let's find out.
It's because I'm in a hospital bed for the last 12 years because I worked for a fucking living. That's right. I worked for a living.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up in a hospital bed for over a decade in a wheelchair where I didn't go into
and I guess I shouldn't have gone into the hospital bed testing business. That was my job. I was a hospital bed tester. And I wish I hadn't done that.
But I changed my job. Now I'm a wheelchair tester.
There's nothing more repulsive than somebody who goes on the attack and gets attacked back and then plays the victim.
Aye.
There's nothing more annoying than that. And if I think that by talking about my wheelchair I'm going to stop them from making fun of me, oh, am I sadly mistaken. If I call them parasites, they're going to tease my twig legs.
Little bed for over a decade in a wheelchair where I didn't go into the bowels of hells like these guys. I went and educated myself and tried to make the world a little bit better.
What else were you going to do?
I try to still contribute to society.
All you contributed was what was in the bedpan.
They absolutely hate.
I said here, take this, give this out to the huddled masses, and it was my duty and my urine.
I was crapping in a pot. And the nurse came by and I said, I'm producing something.
I hurt myself at work. I was the van driver in a child pornography ring, and I bumped into a curb looking at a young fella's buttocks.
Just trying to do some good.
He says we hate him. We don't even know you.
I had no idea he was in a wheelchair until because he's sitting in a chair.
We don't know you, sir.
But this to me, it's amazing how somebody will attack us that we've never heard of. We attack back, and this baby boy plays the victim. Like, what a jerk off.
There's no rules if you're attacking someone, right?
I don't care you're in a wheelchair. Go fuck yourself. I didn't attack you first. I never heard of you.
Yeah, we would have never known about you.
You didn't like what we said about Jesse Ventura. You put a boring video out. We smashed you. And now you're rubbing your little tears like you're a victim. We never heard of you.
They chucked my wheels. I couldn't move.
They cut farts in my face. All I could do is wave them. I couldn't even walk away.
All it takes is 4 black border racers and I can't move.
And they hate me for that.
We don't.
They absolutely hate everything good. This is how they live.
And he's good.
Their darkness.
Yeah.
You know, they can't be good darkness and take a whole bunch of those lemmings and jump off a cliff. Maybe put that up on YouTube.
Cliff. I don't know what a cliff is.
Cliff.
No, they got to destroy everything good out there. And they go out and they create this tabloid effect. That's how they get their name out there. And they artificially inflate the views and the ratings and the comments and
like
favorites
my tires.
and subscriptions. It's all right.
I wish other things like my pant legs could be artificially inflated to help me stand for a couple of minutes. But I do sound like the kind of guy who would show up with a rifle and a hunting hat.
Yes.
Everybody is relieved I'm in a wheelchair.
No kidding.
Because no matter how good a shot I am, I can't roll at them down the street.
How come no one I know will oil me wheels?
Yes, I always heard the squeaky wheels get the grease.
The ratings and the comments and the favorites and the subscriptions. It's all artificial. These guys are fake 100%. They're hoping someone will come along and rescue them and bring them into a real comedy act. It ain't never going to happen.
Vaudeville.
Right? They live a disorganized life. They appeal to people that can't listen to a single voice. They have to have all this background noise in order for them to be able to focus in on little things, because they need all that distraction. They don't want their mind to fucking think about what the person is saying. They can just float off into the distractions. They come after me because I'm in a wheelchair, and you know nothing about why I'm in the wheelchair.
Aye. We just learned that today.
It's because I spent 128 days on the ocean as a commercial diver, 6 hours a day on the ocean floor.
I got the bends.
And I woke up in a wheelchair. You attack my mother constantly. That's pretty surprising.
Pause.
Whoa, okay, now he's really getting into
psychopath.
He's really getting into Looney Zone.
Oh, we got a psychopath.
They talk to me when I'm not even listening to the radio.
Oh boy.
I have to put tinfoil over me head.
Let the record state we don't know you, sir. We don't know anything about you.
They talk about me, mum.
I have.
Maybe that was a comment somebody made on one of your dumb videos, but we don't know shit about you.
Aye.
Whoa, we got a fucking psycho.
But again, this is why I just detest me. Oh, me legs, oh, me diving, oh, me victimization.
Yes, me legs. Aye, they were nibbled off by the Loch Ness Monster. I was a diver.
Well, he was a diver, yeah.
I was a diver. Aye.
Instantly. That's pretty surprising. Is it? For you guys. I had to fly across Canada to take her off.
And my arms are killing me.
I'm a diver, and that's how I hurt my legs. There was no water in the pool. And I clunked my head in my bad suit jacket.
Well, you know, they found me actually in the middle of the burnt woods. The woods was all burnt. I was in me wetsuit laying there, and they found me, and I was paralysed. Apparently, a big plane that gets the water picked it up and threw me on the fucking fire.
Now
you're making fun of me mother and father and me aunt and Uncle Paul.
Now we're hearing he's from Canada.
Oh,
I thought we learned he was from Southern England. Where the fuck is this guy from?
No, he's from Canada. All his old videos are him with the Canadian flag behind him talking about being from Canada.
Someone's got a... Well, then I think we got the wrong Twitter account.
The information you're getting is he had some artist on the front of his page that was from England, so they thought that was the guy who was doing all this stuff.
I could give a flying fuck where the hell this guy's from.
Yes.
We're giving him 20 different fucking accents. He's everything from a Liverpudlian to an Aussie.
Well, I just felt safer knowing he was in Southern England.
There I was.
Canada's a little closer.
Oh, I was in a wheelchair. I don't know what happened.
You could take a bus from Canada.
The radiator's cracked at the core.
Guys, I had to fly across Canada to take her off life support, by the way, a couple of years back.
She wasn't on life support.
You think nothing of that. You think that's intelligent or something, or that's smart.
What?
I don't know how I think Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton know this about me, considering I'm an anonymous idiot from Canada. They've never heard of me, and yet I think they know the intimate details of my life. I'm a crazy fuck. I'm a self-obsessed fuck, and I think other people know all about me.
Yeah, like me mother. She was on the life support. I had to go up and disconnect it. I should have just called. Hey, could you pull the plug?
Logically, why would I think anybody knew that, considering they never heard of me until I attacked them? Oh, that's right. I'm a fucking whack job. And I'm a victim. Like all whack. Me. I just like to say me. Everybody notices me. Sometimes the radiator says me name. Sometimes the president talks about me in his speeches.
Fuck. We didn't know you were in a wheelchair, and we didn't say shit about your mom.
I don't know. Or care
and I don't care
about anything about this guy's life.
Fuck.
You're not the only one. Self-centered.
All right, hit it. Almost done.
Man,
you
should take that Second Amendment you got, put that fucking gun in your mouth, and pull the triggers. And do the world a real big favor, because you're destroying people. That's what you do. You destroy everything.
That's the second bullet reference during this.
Exactly.
This is exactly what happens with crazy people. We go on rants before we commit murders. And we don't say we're going to commit a murder. We talk about suicide. And we use bullet-like analogies. Why don't you guys take the bullet train?
Although I did say that we're destroyers, much like Lou Grant called Opie a destroyer.
I can't stand these guys, and yet I watch 9 hours of them. Why? Because I'm a sick fucking person.
Fucking obsessed.
It took him 9 hours to figure out what we're all about.
I got a wow sticker on my wheelchair.
Wouldn't 10 minutes do that?
Yeah.
9 hours. That's sick. No one listens for 9 hours.
My legs were killing. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I had to get up and stretch my
That's what I keep looking down for, just to make sure they're not hanging all willy-nilly.
Looks like George's legs from Otto and George.
They're just swinging around. Me shoes are not even touching the carpet. I'm like the guy from Clockwork Orange. I hear Alex singing. I'm singing in the rain in the bathtub, and I go crazy.
You probably had to listen for 9 hours because someone turned it on for him and then left the house.
They put a stick in me spokes. I can't get up to the radio.
Who's Fred Scheckler?
Oh, fuck.
That's what you do. You destroy everything good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you teach people to hate everything good.
Mm-hmm.
You create violent extremists that will go out and target people because of your electoral. You're anti-human fucking scum.
Wow, who does he look at the end of that?
Not the shoe salesman.
I hated Married with Children. It was just rubbing me nose in it.
He was making fun of me as what he was doing.
Yeah.
I see that. They measure people's fate for new shoes. Never me. They never ask.
When you're in a wheelchair, you're supposed to be able to say what you want about people without a harsh response.
Me.
And when they respond, you can just point out that you're in a wheelchair and be seen as a victim all over again.
You got one of his music videos?
Oh, please.
He said he had to make a music video just to relax a little bit.
I had legs. Now I can't use them. Jimmy spit his
Wow, that's funny.
Ow. These boots are made for rolling, and that's just what they'll do.
Nothing beats a great pair of legs. I guess a seat warmer.
I'm sitting. Yes, indeed, I'm sitting.
I want to communicate. Give me my city talkie.
Roll like a man, fast as you can. Roll like a man, my. Don't step on my blue suede, useless things. You can do anything, but don't step on my blue suede, useless things.
Oh, I hate that Pantera song. My favorite actor is Christopher Sitton.
I like that show, Roller Texas Ranger.
Oh, how about J.J. Sitter? He was my favorite. Jimmy Sitter.
Oh, man. I might as well sit here. I might as well sit here. Hey, rolling with the devil. Yes, I'm rolling. Rolling with the devil.
Whatever you do, stay away from sit around Sue.
'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to roll. Roll to the hills.
She told me to roll this way.
I roll like an Egyptian. I wish I could jump. I'm never gonna jump. Might as well just sit here.
Someone just writes Footloose, literally. Jane Huntington.
Might as well just. I got a brand new pair of roller skates, and they'll never get old.
You know REM? Stand.
I sit in the chair that you're in. Now face north. You roll around 90 degrees and still just sit here.
Darling, darling, sit by me.
Roll, roll, roll to Maloo. Roll, roll, roll to Maloo.
Oh, you watch people put their left legs in and take their left legs out. You eat a donut while they're doing the hokey pokey.
And he's buying a elevator to heaven. A little worried.
Oh, my God.
What about I would walk 500 miles?
Yes. I would roll 500 miles and I would roll 500 more, but my hands would hurt because I'm rolling. Get it? Wow. That's something.
Look.
Oh, yeah. Because you're mine, I roll the line.
Sit by your man.
I'm rolling on sunshine. Oh, I'm rolling on sunshine.
Da-da-da-da-da-da, and I'm rolling down a dream.
Band on the not going anywhere. Band on the not going anywhere.
I'm wheeling in the years. Oh yeah.
Ah, man. Yeah, a lot of run and walk songs, huh?
Yeah.
And I didn't move so far away. I couldn't move.
Brian in Maryland, flop this way.
He told me to look this way. Look this way.
That's we didn't even know.
Nah,
we didn't even know he was going to
until he said that,
and I'm glad he offered that up.
Yeah, thank you.
Because he ain't going away.
Well, yeah, let him stay around. Let him become as obsessed as he wants. I hate people that bash you and then get mad when you bash them back.
Mm-hmm.
We never heard of you, stupid.
Yeah,
no clue.
You attack us
until 2 days ago.
We make fun of you and attack you back.
Yeah.
What an idiot!
What do you think we're gonna do?
What adult.
Did we do legs?
Oh, God, that was the first one.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, well, they're adding to it. He's got legs. You know he can use them.
That was pretty much it.
All right. And it brings it right back around.
Then I just spit my water up.
No, I know. All right, that's fine. Yeah.
My head hurts, dude. My fucking head hurts.
Fun.
Fuck that guy.
What an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good to know your manager is safe and sound. He's outside the studio. Last we heard from him, he was in the middle of fucking West Africa.
Mr. Adventure.
During some kind of uprising.
Wow.
So we're going to talk to Jonathan next. And
Vaughn is here with him.
And Vaughn is here.
Talking about Patrice's CD, which comes out. As you know, we're still pushing this February the 7th. Mr. P.
Mr. P. comes out February 7th. Nice.
Very, very well on pre-order. And also the, what do they go to audible.com to get the 16 hours of Patrice?
Yeah, they can still do that, right?
Audible.com/Patrice.
/Patrice. Yeah. All money goes to his family.
But we never do anything right by people.
Oh, that's right.
We're always helping people. Not that we have to tell the folks out there.
Nah, I don't help anybody.
All right.
Screw everyone I say.
All right.
You're not wrong.
Let's do a little break.
Aye.
And something next will
do a little break like me spine.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Jimmy's losing his mind. Because right down the hall is Terrence Howard.
He's not on the list, and I didn't know he was here today. And I'm going to run out because he's being interviewed by Who Kid. I'm a huge Terrence because he's in Crash, and I thought he should have won the Oscar for Crash.
Right.
I thought he should have won the Oscar.
Has Crash become one of your favorite movies?
It's absolutely one of my favorites.
Wow.
In your top 5?
No, but it's probably my top 10. It's I can't put it with The Godfather or Cuckoo's Nest or Raging Bull.
That's true.
Or films like that I've loved for 25 years.
How great is Cuckoo's Nest?
It's probably my favorite movie.
Every time I throw that in, which is once every 4 or 5 years, I'm like, holy fuck, this movie's amazing. So you're trying to get a picture with him?
Oh my God! I wish I had my Crash here, but I didn't know he was in.
He looks so famous. We see celebrities all the time, but there are some that you just go, holy fuck, that guy's famous. What else has Terrence been in?
He was in Hustle and Flow.
Memory.
He won the Oscar for Hustle and Flow.
Right.
He was in the first Iron Man.
Right.
And obviously Crash, he should have won the Oscar for.
And now he's Red Tails. That's George Lucas's new movie about the Tuskegee Airmen and how they, even back in the 40s, used black lingo and dialect that we hear today in black culture. Is that right? It's amazing how they were doing that even back then in the 40s when they would go on a strafing run and or a bombing run and blow something up, that the pilot would yell out, "Yeah, take that, Mr. Hitler!" Just doesn't seem quite
the same.
Historic.
Jimmy just left. He got the call to get his picture with Terrence Howard. And I also saw Jimmy working the publicist, saying, look, we want to interview you, and we'll be cool. So you should come down the hall and do the Opie and Anthony show. So let's see if Jimmy has that type of pull. But right now he's getting his picture.
I hope not.
George Lucas came out with a little controversy about Red Tails.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Happen to have the clip right here, so, I mean, we might as well go with it.
He said something, yeah.
He said this.
How long have you been working on this?
23 years. 23 years. We finished it, financed it myself, and I figured I could, get the prints and ads paid for by the studios and that they would release it. And I showed it to all of them, and they said, no, we don't know how to market a movie like this.
Why?
It's not green enough.
Really?
They only release green movies.
I didn't realize that. So the message, because the message is patriotic and jingoistic and doesn't have any recycling in it, that's the problem?
No, it's because it's an all-black movie. There's no major white roles in it at all. Oh. It's one of the first all-black action pictures ever made.
Really?
Is that true?
Yeah.
No,
Bad Boys.
No, I meant thumbs up on the interview. I knew he was getting his picture. I go to Sam, thumbs up, and Sam goes 2 thumbs up, thinking, holy fuck, we're going to have Terrence Howard on our show.
He got 2 pictures.
No. Well, we're not getting the interview because I just saw Jimmy walk back by himself.
Yeah, no, we're not getting an interview.
Fuck. Why?
He's got a nice suit on, though.
Does he want to promote? He's here. He might as well.
Well, we already
Why no to the interview, you think?
Because we're a white show.
Who? I don't even know if we tried to get him.
Oh.
I just told the world you were trying.
We couldn't really get him because he was actually it's got things to do with him.
The flash wouldn't work. I was panicking.
I heard you talk to the publicist saying, look, we'll show him nothing but
next
respect.
time. Not today. I said for next time he's in. No, he's not going to catch a train.
Oh, okay.
But the flash didn't work.
What?
Uh-oh, that's bad when you're having a picture with a...
Why next time? He's here now.
Well, contrast.
Pigmentation.
You think that's...
Yeah. I've seen some pics like that.
Yeah, the flash didn't work.
Let me see.
Can he try to take 2 pictures with him?
Good luck in Photoshop.
What do you mean? You're all about the flash working.
I think I have it on auto. I bet you have it on auto. I'm such
Use
a
the lasso. Use the lasso tool because you're not going to want to light up the rest of the picture.
We should have John
Photoshop.
Yeah, have him come in.
And Vaughn come in. But I want to see your picture.
Okay. Where's my flash settings?
No, I want to see the picture. You can worry about the flash settings later.
Why didn't the flash go off?
Oh, boy. That's it.
I bet Kenny didn't hold it down right.
Probably didn't.
Kenny, did you fuck up the Terrence Howard picture?
No. It is very light in that hallway. He was standing under 2 lights. It's a good picture,
fine.
yeah.
Oh, you didn't need the flash.
No, okay.
Oh, he's dressed to the nines, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's dressed.
Show up.
He dresses rich.
That's a good picture right there.
Who cares about the flash? It's a good pic.
Oh, you don't need the flash? Okay.
Nah.
I'm so used to
By the way, I don't think he won the Academy Award, someone's saying.
I said he won for Hustle and Flow.
What does this delete button do?
No, Gregorio.
Oh, look, it just says
you gave him the
delete.
camera, Jimmy.
If I just touch the screen?
Look at he's really freaking.
Because I don't think first of all, I
don't
really
get too
fat.
close to it.
Yeah.
The heat from your face. Oh, man.
I'll tell you what almost happened.
Wow.
I wouldn't delete. That would be hell on earth for me. Why would I do that to
my
myself?
God.
But I almost did touch the screen, and that's all it would take.
And it says delete.
Oh, boy. Here, give me back the camera.
That's a good shot.
I don't wanna fuck it up.
Oh, fuck.
Jimmy. I don't think he wanted to.
He's adorable.
He didn't want to take the picture,
No,
you think?
he was okay.
What?
You don't think I don't need a flash, though. You're right. I overflash.
You might
those.
need the flash.
WTF.
Yeah, maybe I do.
Yeah, just say you need. Just tell him he needs the flash.
Beautiful photo.
It is a great photo.
No, it's not
You could touch it
blurry.
up in Photoshop.
It's not blurry. Now everyone knows our hell. He's gonna like debate in his own head whether or not he needed that flash ad.
Terrence Howard does not have an Oscar.
No.
That's the information
No
that's
Oscar.
coming in.
Well,
Philip Seymour Hoffman won for Capote. And Jimmy Norton is trying to make it like he just got a picture with an Oscar winner, when, in fact, he did not. Oscar nominee.
Didn't he win for Hustle and Flow?
he should have.
I thought he should have won. No, I
You
thought
just don't like him because he's black.
Well,
I thought he should have won.
He probably didn't win because he's black.
very hard to fit in that like category.
They only have a few Oscars they put aside for the blacks.
Well, he's light-skinned black, like
that is
me.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're barely black.
Yeah, I saw your mama.
I know.
Your mama is not even close
You're
to
actually
black.
lighter than a lot of people around here.
Yeah,
especially
I'm
me.
lighter
You know,
than most white people.
you
my
might even be
great grandmother when the Moors invaded.
But Vaughn might even be whiter than her white mama.
I think I am.
Which is kind of creepy.
I think I am.
Yeah, the Moors.
Not whiter than Jonathan, though.
The Moops.
Philip Seymour Hoffman was in that Moneyball and didn't talk the whole movie?
Really?
How do you
What a
do
waste.
that? What a waste.
kind of a
All right, you
waste.
talk, but slightly.
Not much.
Not much. Wouldn't you have him talk more if you have Philip Seymour Hoffman in your movie?
Yeah.
Did you like Moneyball?
Yeah, I did actually. I just saw it.
I thought it was a waste of time.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to learn about the 2002 Oakland A's. Who cares?
I didn't know anything about it, so when I saw it, I thought I watched it on the plane.
You know why you didn't
And in
know
the
anything
end,
about
they
it?
lost.
Who cares? You don't want to know anything about the A's.
You don't want to learn about the 2002 A's. Who cares? Because in the end, they didn't win.
I know.
I know they changed how.
See, I didn't know that watching it, so for me, it was. I thought they were actually going to win the World
the whole
Series.
time I'm thinking to myself, why am I watching this? I know the A's
Because
didn't
you
win
know
that
the
year.
outcome. Yeah, I didn't know the outcome. So.
See, that's good because you're not. Imagine, I went into the movie and I knew every play, everything that was going to happen.
This is how stupid I am.
Wasn't very much fun for me watching the game.
I thought the movie was about the turn of the century A's. I had no idea.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Something like that. And then I went, oh my God, this is about the 2002 A's. But then I was invested by that point. I said, all right, I'll watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan, how are you?
I'm fine. It's good to be back.
Well, yeah.
When I last spoke to you guys.
Yeah, your phone crapped out and we didn't know.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
You were going to be taken out.
I was on the road that took, it was 100 miles long, and it took 7.5 hours to get.
Oh, Jesus. Traffic.
For the people that don't know, maybe they're just tuning in.
Yeah.
This is
elephants.
This is Jimmy's manager, Jonathan, who loves to put himself in danger. Last time we talked to him, he was on the phone from West Africa,
Yeah,
was
from
it?
the Ivory Coast.
From the Ivory Coast.
Côte d'Ivoire, yeah.
And you were driving from where to where?
From Yamoussoukro to Bobo Dioulasso. And
That's just like driving from New York to Boston, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy fuck.
that wasn't the main destination. The destination actually we were going to was Ferkesedougou, and
Bless you. Where were you going?
I like that band in the 80s.
Ferkesedougou was the destination we were going. And
Okay, that's good. I didn't
It
catch
almost
it right
worked.
away.
It almost worked. It almost. Give me a passing grade, please.
You know, on the way here, we rode past Rockefeller Center, and he knew every one of those flags.
Yeah.
He knew,
really?
Literally, he was pointing, and that's that, and
You know what,
that's that.
though? Since you didn't know them, he could have said anything.
No,
No, he knew them. He knew
They-
them. And there was one in particular that had a gun on it.
Mozambique.
And I'm like, Jonathan, I'm
have an
pretty sure if
AK-47
they have a
on it.
gun on the flag,
wow.
you should never go there.
Mozambique.
Yeah, that's a sign that Americans are not welcome.
That's a good one.
Stay away,
Wow.
cracker.
You think you know every flag?
I think I do, actually.
Wow.
I'm pretty good at it.
I knew like 4 or 5 in school.
Flags for 1,000, Alex. A daily double. That'd have been good.
Well, I said the flag for Nepal, interestingly enough, is 2 triangles. It's not even a square.
Can we do a quick quiz
Wow.
with him? I would love to know if he knows this. Is there a site?
I'm sure
Yeah, I
there's
know,
a
but
flag site.
Douchebags.com.
I'm sure he knows.
Oh, Mars is on the computer?
Although I
Forget
am
about
easily impressed.
Mars, please
but
remember
I'm
the
sure
L.
he knew them.
it. You're forcing us to look at your cleavage today, by the way. And then I'm going to feel like a creep.
You know, I have on my,
You are a
my
creep.
power.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to
This
look
is
at
a
the
business
cleavage.
suit.
That is. That's a good business suit.
You'll get some deals.
That's some business.
No,
But then I feel like a creep because I keep looking at the cleavage. I'm trying not to look at the cleavage. I'm trying to look at your eyes.
Well, you're a man. You're supposed to look at cleavage.
Are we supposed
my
to look?
cleavage are better than my eyes. My eyes are really puffy, so.
So's your cleavage. Bad.
No,
It's not a little-
it's there. I don't. But,
It's
you
more
know,
than
Patrice
just there.
Used to always say I don't know how not to dress like a hoe.
Well,
But I think this is very.
It's nice.
if the shirt barely fits.
Hey, Sam, can you help
I like
us out?
this shirt.
I don't want
I
Mars
do
doing
too.
the flag test. We want to do a flag test for Jonathan.
Okay. Hey, wait.
He knows the
Terrence
flags of
Howard
the
was in
world.
Mr. Holland's Opus.
Was he?
Yeah.
You like that movie?
No.
Nah, Borefest, right?
Well,
Not at
Dreyfus was in it, right?
Not my kind of movie.
Yeah, I think it was a little rough.
I did not
It's
like
been
it.
many years. I don't. Yeah, all right, whatever. It means nothing.
But I don't think he won an Oscar because it doesn't say anything about
Maybe
that.
you're right.
Yeah.
You
I
got
hate
it?
the way my fat body looks when I turn in my sweater. I got to take head-on pictures. Even though I'm sweater boy cutie, I can't do it from the side. Every photo I've taken in my sweater, I look like a jerk off.
Aw.
He's ready to do the flag test.
This is multiple choice?
No, we don't want multiple choice. He's better than that. Put a piece of paper up over the multiple choice
Yeah,
part.
Sam, you fucking Peter pumper.
We're actually
Damn.
putting pieces of paper up. It's 2012.
Flags of the world.
You can't just find flags of the world.
I just want to see how good he is.
Let's see.
Was there no other way to do that, Sam?
That's pretty good. He's holding up a piece of paper.
Can't see though, right?
So that
And
I
you can
can't
see right through
correct.
it, I bet.
No, not that
What?
well.
All right, what do you think, Jonathan? You know this one?
Bahamas.
All right,
One of
Bahamas.
the choices.
Bahamas. And
just guessing.
And
You're right. We'll just do it until he gets one wrong. So far, he's one for
right.
one.
All right.
What flag is that?
Christmas Island.
That one's easy.
What? How do you know this? Christmas. Where's Christmas Island?
Next to the land of misfit toys.
Was I right?
All right, he's 2 for 2.
It's hilarious.
Mexico.
I'm so sleepy.
Mexico.
Mexico's easy.
Yeah, I
might have gotten
It
I probably
is?
would have got Mexico.
Yeah, I would have got that one.
I wouldn't have gotten shit.
3.
I barely know the American
That's
side.
We
Italy.
know that one.
That's Ireland.
No,
That's. I believe that's. Well, you know,
Spain.
I think that's Ireland. Yeah.
I think it's Ireland.
He's going to be 4 for 4.
Yeah.
We'll just go to 10, obviously.
Oh man, there he goes.
So far, he's a home run. He's hitting with his flag knowledge.
Wow, that's a cool flag
that
right there.
is,
that looks like a
gotta
bed
be
bug.
like-
I was going to say, that's not cool.
That's a bed bug.
Oh man,
It looks itchy.
You know, this is when you have that moment. I want to say Kenya, but it could be Swaziland. I believe it's
Swaziland?
Kenya.
All right, he's going to go with Kenya.
Oh, I hope it's Swaziland.
No, he's right.
He's right. How the fuck do you know this?
This is amazing.
Afghanistan.
Oh, man, he's right.
Of course,
there.
he knows that one. That one.
Yeah, you know that
Exactly.
one.
That's 6 for 6.
6 for 6 right here.
Going to 10.
Damn. Look at him go.
He's looking at...
I know that one.
It's either Ghana or Cameroon. Could be Senegal. These are where it gets confusing. The African ones. I'm gonna go with. Ghana.
It's a green stripe,
Ghana.
a yellow stripe with a green star in it next to a red stripe.
No, it's not Brazil.
No, I want to say no.
It's going to be Senegal.
I think it's Senegal.
Or Ghana. Yeah.
Which one?
Well,
you want?
Ghana isn't
Which
up
one?
there, right?
Well, he doesn't know the paper's not shown.
Yeah, he doesn't get.
I didn't know you were covering it.
He doesn't get the multiple choice. No,
Wow.
he's doing this without
That's
multiple choice.
Friggin' amazing.
There's no multiple choice. He doesn't see the multiple choice answers.
That's
wow,
fucked up.
that is amazing.
So what's your answer on this one?
I think I want to say Senegal.
All right, sorry, I gave him a little handicap there.
It's all right. One hand.
Oh my
God.
God.
Oh, wow.
I
7
swear,
in a row.
I thought he had to be looking at the multiple choice.
No, he's doing this from.
Oh, that's
amazing.
easy. That's Tonga.
That's easy.
That's
It's
easy.
Tonga.
That was like the paramedics.
Yeah, that's just a Red Cross flag.
That's 8 in a row.
Oh, wow.
That could be. Boy, that could be Peru.
It's just a red stripe, white stripe, red
no,
stripe.
it could be Paraguay. I think it's. Shoot, this one's tough.
That
It
could
could be
also be
Peru.
the Red
The last one, too, I think,
Peru?
right?
No, he's got 2 more.
2?
Just in one more.
Oh, my God, he's right.
It's Peru.
9 out of 10.
Peru.
Get the fuck out.
Wow.
Mars said it was
United Arab Emirates.
United Arab
Holy
Emirates.
Mary, mother.
And
10 for 10.
that's
right.
it. 10 for 10.
Why do you even know?
Jesus, that's amazing.
I'm so
great.
impressed.
That is amazing.
Yes, Kenny.
If only he could do things for his clients as impressively.
Someone's saying this is riveting radio. Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's
sorry.
a flag test. Shut up, it's Friday. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you're impressed.
Yeah, we understand it's not that right.
Yeah, Kenny.
Last week, Jonathan sent me a couple emails, and then he goes, please disregard the last email. I sent it to you by mistake. And it was some kind of travel itinerary for flights, like all over.
No.
Like,
Really?
I don't even know where it was.
It was a
Thailand?
flight. It was on Transair Congo. It was a flight between Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, and Point Noir, Congo. Yeah.
Good luck, Dr. Jones.
Is that your next trip?
No, it was a friend of mine who was landing there, and another friend was going to pick him up, and so he asked me to send him the email to make sure that he got it. So.
It's some kind of espionage, believe me.
Yeah, I think it was a little fishy.
Yeah.
CIA?
No, it was just.
CIA, yeah.
No, if you have a friend who's
In Iran lately?
going to a place where.
Oh, yeah, I got friends that are all over.
Well, you know
third
what?
world
I'm
nations.
also now a published author in the Middle East.
Oh, are
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
you? Wow.
That's hot.
Look at him.
What's that about?
I have a friend.
read?
Who, can I tell them?
Yeah.
I have a friend who he's an amazing guy named Saad Mohseni, who is the chairman of a company called Tolo, which is the biggest TV station in Afghanistan, and he publishes magazines, and he's got a radio network, a 24-hour news network. And Jim met him. They had dinner in Los Angeles, and he loves Jim. And he asked Jim, why don't you write something? Because they have this magazine called Afghan Scene Magazine. So Jim wrote an article which Saad published in Afghan Scene Magazine.
So I'm now published in Afghanistan. I couldn't believe they didn't. I thought they must have edited it a little bit. It wasn't dirty.
No.
But it was about sexual scandals in this country.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
And how we have to stop judging people on what they do sexually.
Very nice.
Oh,
Wow, that's probably very controversial over there.
Maybe.
How was the Ivory Coast? Any other stories from there?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to think of a good story.
You were on the back of a truck with guys.
No, I wasn't in the back of a truck. I was in a car that the one thing they didn't do right was plan things properly. Like,
oh, what a surprise!
The drives were so long.
Like changes of power.
Wasn't there an uprising when you went?
No, not when I went. It was over, and that's what was great about it. Everybody's ready to move forward now.
Oh,
the other guy, who was the former president, is on trial in The Hague right now, and no, it was fun. It was exciting. It's a cool place. The beaches are amazing there. They really are amazing there. But
I'll just take
the north
No.
part of the country where
No.
things were really kind of good. You know, the day that I left, there was a big warning from the U.S. government saying, avoid all travel in the Ivory Coast. Americans are urged not to travel there.
And that doesn't bother
Except
you?
Jonathan.
I didn't know that had come out, but it doesn't bother me actually. But
why?
Well, if you listen to them, they'll tell you not to go anywhere. I think. I mean, they are really. They have to be. I mean, look, I understand it. They have to be crazy.
Would you go to Mexico right now?
It depends where. Sure. Yeah, but not like I wouldn't go to
Juarez.
I don't know about that.
That's a no. That's a no.
Think about it.
It depends. I mean, I would go to Mexico City. I'd go to no problem going to Mexico City.
You went to Haiti, right?
Yeah, Haiti's great.
It's not great.
Haiti's great.
It's not great. Miami's great. Haiti stinks.
It's not even close to great.
Haiti's still earthquake ravaged.
Oh my God, you should see it.
I shouldn't.
Mess.
That's exciting.
Oh, you should see it.
You should see it. It's
You know, when
great.
you go to Haiti, in every table they have hand sanitizer in restaurants. Well, not every restaurant, but
I would
in a lot of the
assume.
restaurants because of the cholera. That's a problem. But
Yeah, you don't want to get ring around it, right?
Oh,
Don't you need
Yeah.
more than hand sanitizer for that?
Yeah, for
Ew.
cholera. Yeah, I don't think some off-the-shelf hand
And
sanitizer
what does
fixes
the cook put
cholera.
on his hands?
Yeah.
you try not to think about that.
No, you do think about that.
You got to think
Jonathan.
about
That's
all
the
that.
Just
point.
it. You're
Right,
just
right.
thinking
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you eating? Like open bugs on leaves?
No, in places like that, I will eat. Like I had a grilled cheese sandwich that it was really good, and I ate a lot of that. Because of Uzbekistan, where I got really, really violently sick, and I mean, it screwed me up mentally. So like now when I go to when I was in Africa, my friend's like, "Oh, you got to eat this." And we stopped on the side of the road, and I'm like,
Roadkill?
side of the road. This is not good." And it was a guy he had killed something and he was cooking it on a grill, literally on the
What
side of the
was
road.
the
I mean, in
something?
nowhere. I'll show you a picture if you want to see it.
I'll show you a
think I
picture.
wanna
I don't
see
know what
this
it was.
picture. I just ate a bagel.
What's wrong with him?
A bagel.
And the guy.
What happened to you growing up, Jonathan?
No. The thing was,
Your parents canceled that trip to Disneyland?
Were you molested at Epcot Center?
Epcot.
Something happened. There was a trip that was canceled, and now he obsesses about traveling.
wait, I'm going to show you the picture of what they wanted me to eat. This freaked me out because I was like, oh,
Then I'll show you a picture of what I'd like you to eat.
It's probably the same thing.
Yeah, I go to Disney, you go to Epcot, you see all the countries, and then you go on Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
I know.
What's the matter with you?
Wait, hold on.
No diseases?
What do you think it was? You know.
Cinnamon and sugar.
It was an animal. I think it was a goat. I think.
You think it might have been a goat?
Could have been a goat.
I think it was a goat, but God, where is
Some
it?
random goat
Yeah, just
with
being
like some
barbecued.
kind of disease in it.
Roadside.
Goats suck.
Goats are awful.
Even
They're-
their cheese sucks.
They're ornery.
How do they fuck up cheese? Goat cheese, ugh.
They're
horrible.
mean.
They're very gamey, I would assume,
Goat-
right?
yeah.
I've never had them.
Actually, one of the best goat cheese salads I ever had
Goat
was in
cheese
Brazil.
stinks.
When we were,
Yeah?
when Patrice
Really?
and I were in Brazil, I cannot remember the name of the restaurant, but it
It's
was
like a little bit of goat cheese. I can have a little
Nah.
bit. Yeah, I don't mind.
Not
it,
when there's all
actually.
those other cheeses out there. Why would you go goat cheese when you could go blue cheese?
It makes me clear my throat.
yeah.
Well, it's
And feta
supposedly
sucks too,
has
by the
more
way.
like
No,
hormone
feta
injections and
stinks.
chemicals because not as many people eat it, so they don't have to super mass produce
I just looked
it.
at your cleavage again. I'm just going to say it every time now.
Thank you.
No,
because
he meant Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
damn.
should see my Terrence Howard picture. Fucking Terrence and Tits McGillicuddy. I can't be twisted. If I'm gonna be like if I'm gonna be a sweater boy cutie, I gotta be straight ahead.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
When
side
I
shots.
turn, do I look like a fucking piggy boy?
Aw.
Zoom in and just have your heads.
I'm gonna have to because I am literally awful.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy.
I know. Don't.
Here it is.
Oh,
Pass that down.
let's see. It's terrible.
Well, first of all, it kind of looks like a vagina.
Oh.
Why would you eat that? Why would you?
From a distance.
Oh.
You're like, I'll eat that.
No, yeah, Jimmy goes, it looks like a vagina. Why would you eat that?
That's fucking disgusting.
Oh,
it's a
God.
hanging piece of meat.
Yeah, that is
like
just...
it looks like a skinned animal.
Yeah.
And then there's a pile of its innards or
That's
meat.
what they wanted me to eat, not the hanging pieces. Not
Yeah,
the
the
hanging-
pile on the
pile of red
pile of
meat.
guts.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have got sick from eating that?
I'm certain of it.
I would assume you'd have some parasite. You'd end up on one of those shows. And then he saw something moving under his skin.
Every time you ejaculated, a bot fly would have shot out of your cockhead.
Bot fly.
I hate the bot fly.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to stop going to these shitty places.
Oh, that's awful. That's how there's a one, the tsetse fly. You know about that? That gives you what they call the African sleeping sickness.
Ooh.
That's when you die. I mean,
Is that like encephalitis?
It's like, that's when you die. That's cool.
I don't think so.
What's the sleeping sickness?
Sleeping sickness.
You die from it basically.
You just sleep too much?
Actually sounds very relaxing.
Yeah.
That sounds like death.
No, but
yawn a lot?
it's pretty serious. Like, if you
I
go
need
to
the sleep till noon sickness. So I love sleeping till noon. Yeah.
Change your color.
I have to look it up. But I'm pretty certain you lose all brain function immediately and everything.
No, I fit in on this show.
What else did you do? I want to know what happened after that crazy ride.
Well, the ride took like 3 days. That's the problem.
Then where do you sleep?
Oh, in these hotels that were, you wouldn't have liked the hotel. Jim would not have liked the hotel.
No 24-hour room service?
No.
Cable?
No. We were in one hotel where
Hookers?
I was like, shoot, I needed to get some water. And so
that's easy.
You don't drink from the tap. That I'm not going to do. So I want to get a bottle of water. So I went down to the kitchen and I said, listen, I want to buy a bottle of water. I said, we closed the kitchen. I was like, come on, please. So he is all right, fine. So he opens the kitchen up for me. And as he does it, the biggest rats I have ever seen.
Oh, man.
With hair on them. Like long-haired rats scurrying out. And I jumped like a girl. I mean, I just screamed like, ah! And the guy thought it was really amusing, and they were all laughing at me. And I'm like, those are rats! And he's like laughing like as if it was,
Were they scared of them?
No, they were kind of like...
Probably the special the next night.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn.
That was disturbing. The rats, and then then Jim is the one that got me now paranoid about bed bugs. So in Africa, in some of these hotels, you go, oh boy, I hope there's no...
Why don't you look under the mattress?
I did.
Take Roscoe the bedbug dog.
But I brought with me this thing for like when little kids pee in the bed. It's like a rubber sheet.
Oh, Viagra.
Jimmy.
It protects you from the bed bugs.
Oh.
This rubber sheet, yeah. And supposedly it does.
No, it doesn't.
That's what it said at Bed Bath & Beyond where I bought it.
They meant American bed bugs, not like
African bed bugs. Forget about it.
Yeah.
They eat right through that rubber.
I'm like, thanks for the rubber. This is delicious.
I went to a nightclub where there was a lot of women hitting on you. I mean, they were all prostitutes. And I said to my friend, why did you take me here? And he's like, I don't know. We'll have a good time. I'm like, what? This is like, you'd have to, and you see these guys with these girls, and you're thinking, this is the zone. This is right here where, like, I can imagine
patient zero.
Yeah, I mean, you're in West Africa in a bar with lots of prostitutes who are sleeping with guys that are traveling the Trans-African Highway.
Yeah,
I mean, that's.
I'm pretty sure their vaginas will eat through the rubber.
Yeah, there was a few that really were. There was ironically there was some like that's the weird part. I'm not making this. There was Russian hookers.
Why were they in such a hurry?
No, Chip.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, boy.
Does your wife
pull a brake handle?
Does your wife get annoyed at Chip?
My wife hates Chip.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's when when we were at her parents' house at Thanksgiving, and I kept going.
How annoying.
And she just goes, would you stop it? Would you seriously
course.
stop? Are you 12 years old? I'm like, what did I do? And then her dad goes, what did he say? And I'm like, she goes, nothing. He's an idiot. And I'm like, an idiot. And then she goes, stop it now. Stop. I mean, she hates it. She hates it.
Man, what's to like?
Yeah. And also, she hates Bill Tetley, too.
Yeah.
because I have this habit now of like just in casual conversation, like, so, like, who's going to be at dinner? Oh, it's going to be Bill and Linda, and I think Bill Tetley's going to come by. And I throw it in really casual ways, and she gets so angry. Other people don't know, but she knows, so it really bothers her. Yeah, she hates.
It would be impossible for her to tell somebody why it bothers her. She'd sound ridiculous explaining it.
Yeah.
Like she'd come off like the lunatic.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's the made-up character guy from Jimmy, and you just throw it in, and it's annoying. Really?
Well, she tried. She said,
"Oh, Jim."
A little whispering going on.
Kenny's whispering.
Yeah.
Kenny's whispering.
What happened?
What happened?
That's right. Yeah, she canceled plans to meet Bill Tetley. I forgot about that.
Oh no.
I forgot about that.
Fucking Jonathan Rolls.
There were plans to meet him.
Well, because I said, we're going to meet Bill Tetley tonight, and so I didn't. She hates Chip and Bill, and now that if there's any even when I said something like this friend of mine came in town. I'm not joking, that I haven't seen. She doesn't know all my friends, whatever. So this is a guy that I hadn't seen for years, and I said, hey, listen. My friend Josh is coming in town, and she went, okay, fine. And I went, why are you acting? She's like, just shut up. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, and Bill Tetley, I'm sure, is coming to dinner too. And she didn't believe me that I had a friend because of, now because of Bill and Chip.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that this idiocy is wrecking his marriage.
It is. It's she hates it too. And I did it to her mom a couple times without her knowing it. Like I kept saying, I think Bill Tetley wrote an article about that, and she's just like, yeah, some people, if they're not listening carefully enough, they might just go, oh, sure, yeah, whatever. It sounds
just agree.
And my wife is sitting in the back of the car, and she's so angry.
Because you're mocking her mother.
Yeah, well, all right. But,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, there's two of these.
What's your point?
A good boy phone and a naughty boy phone.
Oh, she probably doesn't like that either.
She loves that song. There was the one weekend where I was singing it. It was a marathon. I wouldn't stop. And it was like, did you stop it already? And I go, okay, you have a choice. You can have the good boy phone and naughty boy phone song, or you can listen to my African music that I listen to. Oh. And she's like, I'm getting out of the car. Good
boy phone.
Yeah.
What kind of African music?
Oh, I love African music. No, there's great music there. And Jim doesn't like it when I play it.
Stinks.
Why?
It's just,
drums?
it's actually okay, but
a lot of drums. I
just don't want to hear it. It's fucking flutes and weird.
Flutes.
Jonathan, fuck. Have you ever been to Iran?
No, that's on the list for this year. Yeah.
I hear it's pretty tough to get around there.
What else is on the list?
They check you all the time.
For this year, God, we were talking about Pakistan possibly.
Oh, that's a friendly country.
As Jimmy shakes his head.
I just want to shoot my special and have everything go okay.
Yeah, let him shoot his special.
Yeah, no,
something's going to be shot.
I won't go there for a while.
Iran? How are you going to get into Iran? You can't get into Iran.
Probably through Canada.
There's ways to do it, but like hiking is no.
Yeah. Oh, they love the hikers over there.
They're really
Spy.
Into it. Yeah, no. There's like groups you can get. You have to. North Korea. I was going to go, and the only way to go there is in a tour group, which I'm not into.
If you have to figure out a way,
he's not into tour groups, meaning he wants to go rogue and on his own.
No, I'm not going to go rogue to North Korea or Iran. That I won't do. I'll do it like
Yeah, that's just legit. Spy. They say spy. You're a spy. Yeah. And then you go, no, I'm not. Okay, you're free to go.
My friend, the guy that published Jimmy's article, he cannot go there. He's a wanted man there. Because he has a network, one of his TV networks is devoted to broadcasting television programming directly into Iran. And so when they hate him there. But it's the most popular TV station in Iran. Yeah.
To American shows?
Oh, yeah. It's like 24 and Sex and the City. Oh. He dubs it in the Farsi, then he beams it directly into into Iran. It's the most popular TV network.
And they eat that shit up.
They love it.
Because the people want to.
Yeah, that's what they want.
I hear the people really want to move forward.
And that's what's so crazy. They now have these cars that go around trying to block his signal.
Oh wow, really?
It's like trying to stop the rain.
Yeah. You can't jam that up.
I mean, but it's the most popular network there. But he can't go there. Saad can't go there.
Yeah, I would think not.
But I don't know.
What if he wears a disguise?
Yeah. What if he wears a hat that says "I hate TV"?
And what you're doing though is you just kind of travel around. You don't have like. You don't have set things that in the
Ivory Coast,
doing?
I went there because my friend is in the government there, and he said, "Look, we're ready for tourism now." And so I said,
not.
Didn't the revolution just end?
Yeah, I don't even have to be there to know they're probably not ready.
You're still hearing the echo of the last shot fire, and it's like tourism. We're ready.
Yeah, there's a new restaurant called
dead body
called Goat Meat in a Ditch. That's the new chain restaurant.
His village is still burning, but they're ready, right?
Yeah, but so he said, "No, please come." So I went there, and the funny thing was, you would not believe this. When I went there, the surprising thing, the first thing when you enter the country, their immigration, and customs, the first thing you have to do there, and this is the only country, I mean, I've been, as you know, a lot of crazy places. This is the only country that had the same security setup that we have, where you have to take the picture and put your fingerprint ID. Yeah. I've never seen that, let alone in an African country. That was interesting, that they had that kind of security at the airport. The borders is another story, but
yeah.
Do they like white people?
Yeah, there's a lot of white people who live there.
I don't know.
But do they like them?
Do they like? Is there racism like in America? Or is it?
I'm sure.
Or is it less?
I think there's more black on black tribal animosity.
Yeah.
When you walked up to those four guys with guns that we had saw the picture of, what did you say to them?
Oh, basically, hey guys, how you doing? And then they said, they're like, what do you have in the car? And we said nothing. And then when my friend then started talking, he said, no, tourism. We're here for tourism and whatnot. And
what is tourism?
And then they were glad that we were here. And then the guy said, why don't you get out of the car? And I said,
were you nervous?
No, surprisingly I wasn't. I genuinely was not thinking like, oh, they're going to do something crazy. I thought we were going to have to pay them. And then the one guy. Then I remembered that I'd bought these cigarettes, and I said, well, here, have a cigarette. And they all got excited about the cigarettes. And then...
Boy, that is just like cash.
It's really weird, right?
Yeah. Well, these were the good cigarettes, like the ones that... I mean, I don't smoke, but these are, I guess, the ones here, like the Marlboros and everything, are the real Marlboros. Like, so much of what you see in all over the world are either not as good quality or they're the fake Marlboros.
Yeah. If you got a real Marlboro.
Yeah.
Wow. Why don't you pitch a show to the Travel Channel or something? This has never been done, these crazy places.
I don't think I guess. I don't know. Bourdain goes to some crazy places.
Who?
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah. We had him on.
Yeah, no.
I like him.
He's
Cool
amazing.
guy.
He's my hero.
Why?
Do you bring your wife on any of these trips?
He's not a cook, Jim. He's a chef.
They're all cooks.
A cook.
I saw the guy.
That's a good question, though. How does the missus feel about all of these?
What's the craziest place she's been with you?
I took her to Africa once, and
she hated it, right?
When she got sick, and then this was not good in the hotel, and then I was like, all right, I had to make a decision, like leave her in the hotel to go get some medicine, and I had called a doctor as well, and the problem was
came over with his rattles and masks.
Put a spider on her face.
Yeah,
I said, spider. I'm literally like standing in this like market, like trying to get some medicine, and my phone rings, my cell phone rings, and she's like, "Get back here now!"
Oh no!
And I said, "What's the matter?" She's, "There's a man in the room. And he's undressing me. Get back here now!"
Oh shit!
And it was the doctor, and he was
of course the doctor.
He was trying to.
Oh my god, that sounds hot though.
Putting leeches on.
Oh, she did not find it hot in the slightest.
No.
Well,
why were they undressing her?
He was trying to, like
look at her tits.
Well.
Sorry.
He had he had a stethoscope, and I think he was trying, to take her,
but
check her.
That's crazy.
Her heartbeat and something, but she was a little freaked out by that,
Yeah, I would,
and he didn't speak any English, so no, but she's
diagnosed her with. Sorry, you have 3 clicks and 2 pops.
Yeah. No, she. Yeah, some of the places, I'll show her the hotel.
Does she care that you do this? Go to these crazy places?
I mean, she cares. She doesn't want me to do anything stupid.
Just going there is stupid for most people.
Thank you.
Man.
No, but
or most people would think.
She knows that I like this. She's cool.
Have you always been like that? Like, when did you start?
I love this. I mean, it's there's nothing.
What was your first trip?
When I was 16.
To me, it was Howe Caverns in upstate New York.
Wow, dangerous.
I went to Moscow.
Was your first trip?
Like first major trip.
And that was during commie days, right?
Yeah. 1986.
Was it a high school trip?
86, the height of
well,
tensions.
not sort of. Like there was a group of us that went, and
I was always jealous of those kids.
Yeah,
I was lucky we got to go. It was
that
amazing.
means your family had money.
No,
we all brought the forms home, and my parents went, yeah, okay. $2,000 to go to fucking Russia? No.
You have to put microfilm up your ass?
No. But that
like
was where I was talking to Gary outside, and I said,
why would
he went there as well. And back then, you would trade jeans and stuff, and you could,
Is that a euphemism for fucking each other in the ass? J-E-A-N-S.
Blue jeans. We all learned about the blue jeans.
Blue jeans.
You get a lot for your blue jeans.
But now, if you go there, it's I mean,
they laugh at the blue jeans thing.
Well,
toilet paper.
Like Gap. There's they have everything. It's profoundly different. Yeah. But no, it was I think my first trip to Africa when I drove across West Africa by myself. That was the first. That was that's kind of when it goes to like another. But it's it's a pretty amazing experience.
I would think, like, when you're home, it's like, wow, that was cool. Like, during the time, it's like,
I had one moment.
When you're home, you're like, hey, cool.
One moment with a guy with an AK-47, and he had no time for humor. He didn't care about he wanted a bribe, but he wasn't even like nice about it. And that was like a
doesn't have to be.
We were trying to cross into northern Mali, where there's some problems there, and the Tuaregs. There's also this thing called Al Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, which is a group that operates there, and
that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
some tells me there isn't a good Al Qaeda.
No.
Yeah.
No, these guys like kidnap tourists and stuff.
Yeah, you got to think they're bored just waiting for something to happen, and here comes Jonathan.
Yeah. So we were in the car, and the guy literally rolled the window down, and the driver, I don't know why the driver said this. He goes, he's French television. And I looked at him like, why would you say that? And then he just went, no, just go with it. And then the guy had the gun. I don't want to say he stuck it in my face, but it was the kind where it wasn't just like hanging, like he was in a holster or around him. It was,
he slinged, yeah.
He put it specifically inside the car like this, like it was resting on the door, and the window was down, and the barrel of the.
You just slowly roll the window up. Yeah. The barrel's going up, like maybe you won't notice. Roll it.
No, and then he was like, no jokes, no nothing, and then finally the guy signaled me give him some money, and then I was I had a hand signal for
You tell Ty Webb I'm gunning for him. Yeah, how much do you give him?
Wouldn't he want all of it?
At that time, I think it was
all of it.
If you're one of those guys, you'd go, no, give me all of it.
No. It was like 20,000 seifa, which is
it's like $1.80.
No. This was like maybe $40.
So how come he didn't just take all your money?
I think if the
probably
problem
pisses off the guy down the road that's going to shake him over some more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, then I learned a trick. And I said, I'm going to see if this will work. There was crossing the border into a
place to experiment.
Right.
A place called Burkina Faso.
Jedi mind trick? What are you doing?
There's a country called Burkina Faso, and I was crossing the border there, and I said, this guy, because I didn't have a visa, and the guy goes, all right, we'll give you a visa. He handwrote it in my passport, which was pretty cool. And
you can do that? Pretty cool.
I'm paying him,
cool.
and I knew I was going to have to pay this guy a good bribe. Right. And he was cool. The problem was, I said, this is I'm thinking to myself, maybe this will work. Would you write me a note so that I can pass through all the other checkpoints and not have to pay? And he's like, sure. So he wrote me this note. And it didn't work.
I wouldn't think so.
The first checkpoint,
you're not 13 going to the fucking nurse's office. You're trying to pass through a place where they do clitoral circumcision.
Yeah. The first time I thought it would work, and I got nervous, and then I just said, here, and I handed the guy cash.
Yeah, more money.
And then they let me through, but yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
You got to hide your cash, right?
Yeah.
Did they shake you down ever?
No, sometimes I'll carry it in like 3 different places. I have a belt that has money, in the belt.
Oh, no one ever thinks to look there.
Yeah, money belt.
Well, that's the thing.
Cool.
I purposely don't put a lot in there, like maybe $200 is in there. But then you put it in like places like
your ass.
Asshole.
Actually, no.
That's what everyone's thinking. It's up his ass.
You put it in fairly open places. Like I had this book, and I put it in the book, literally, because it's like they're not going to look at the book necessarily. Whereas the belt, like they'll think of, or the shoe,
Yeah.
or behind you. I've got this little like pack that you wear. Yeah.
You should put it in your hair, and you should just comb your hair green. See your hair with green with envy.
Oh, Chip. God. Every time something's green.
Yeah,
terrible.
Chip. Yeah.
Wow.
You should write a book.
You're an adventurer. Yeah, you definitely got a few books in you.
You got a different take
modern
on
day
all this.
adventurer. Yeah,
it's been fun. There's some. I met these guys. I had this experience where we were. We had the driver had to check something in the car, and we stopped, and there was a bus on the side of the road, and it was one of those buses you see like where it's packed 6 feet high of luggage, on the top, and the bus was changing the tire, and these guys were going to. They came over and they started talking to us. They were going to Mauritania, and. I'm like, wow,
Never heard of these places.
Mauritania is a very discreet country. It's in West Africa. They still have slavery there. And
how about that?
These guys were going to Mauritania, and I started talking to them. And at one point, and I was with a friend of mine who was from Afghanistan.
Of course.
And I said, he's from Afghanistan, and they all kind of, their faces like, Mujahideen.
Like a hero. Yeah.
And then I'm like, no Mujahideen. And then I'm showing him pictures on my iPhone of stuff, and it's like all of a sudden I'm like, what a weird scene. We've got this group of guys from that are going, and then it takes 3 or 4 days to get to Mauritania from where we were. And I'm thinking, wow.
So like 5 miles away. It's just a real hard trip.
Yeah. And I mean, if it took us, that one road took us 7.5 hours, was 100 miles. They're going like, 3,000 miles. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a moment where you were in one of these places and you said to yourself, I really should get home?
Uzbekistan. And the only reason was because of when I got
How sick you were.
Did
you ever have to run for your life?
No.
Literally?
To the bathroom when he was
I don't
in
think so.
Uzbekistan.
What's the other question? How many languages do you know?
Yeah.
I can get by in like 3, basically. Like Spanish, no problem. French, enough to get by. A little Italian and English.
I would think you know a little.
But I've learned words in like things like in Indonesian, like some Bahasa. Which is the language they speak in Indonesia, or like in Africa, you learn a couple of words, and
that's all you need.
Yeah.
Indonesia, don't they hate? They're all Muslim there, right? Don't they hate Americans and Westerners?
No.
No.
They don't.
They just don't hate Jonathan.
It is
They
the
hate
largest Muslim country in the world, Indonesia.
I would love to know what card he has on him that gets him out of a lot of shit.
How do they know? Right.
Yeah, because if one of us went to half these places,
I disagree. I think you're wrong. I think if you went there, you just talk to people. They're nice. They're not.
I bet
it's just a special white skin.
I bet he's not observant. Like as he's walking down the street, he bends over for for some change, and a poison dart slips past his head. He goes a little further, a piano falls right behind him, and he's just like, "People love me. This is great here." They're constantly trying to kill him,
just
but he's
him every time.
extremely lucky. Yeah, yeah. A guy's ready to stab him. He runs at him and gets hit by a bus, and he's just. Walking through this horrid place.
Patrice used to get really mad at me. He used to. He
would talk about that. Yeah.
What the man? And, I can't imitate him, but he would get really angry at me, and and then finally he'd just go, "Have fun, man. Have a great time."
yeah. Have a great time.
Do you know how many times I've tried to get things done? I'm like, we're in the middle of doing something. And I'm like, all right, where's Jonathan? Oh,
Cambodia.
Yeah. He's in Kurtahala. What? Where is that?
Kurtahala. You ever go to cold places?
Yeah.
North Pole, South Pole, Alaska, any of these places?
Yeah.
But way in?
I'm trying to think. The cold places aren't as much fun.
I would imagine.
Yeah. They're just not. Like, Southeast Asia, Africa,
that's some crazy stuff.
Those are some
jungles. You like jungles and
I like deserts
Mountains.
too, though.
Deserts, yeah.
I was in Timbuktu, which was pretty awesome, and then I went
That's
north.
a real place.
I know, right? I was just gonna go. People go there? Really?
Yeah.
I hear it's an amazing
reals?
place.
It's amazing.
People
It is.
love it there.
It's amazing. It's,
Why?
Oh, yeah, you're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
I have
Timbuktu's
heard that over the
amazing.
years.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But why do they love it so much?
I think because it's so far to get to. It literally, it's really hard to get to. And when you get there, you feel like this sort of sense of accomplishment because you're there. It's the oldest, some of the oldest buildings in all of Africa, which, I mean, literally, that's old.
That's old.
And, it's this, there's so much, it's so mythic, the city. For centuries, people thought it was, there was gold in the streets and stuff like that, and well, they were surprised when they got there. But it was the birthplace of the first Islamic universities in Africa, and that's why it's so significant. But also it's the gateway to the Sahara, and it wasn't until in relative terms, it was discovered in I think 1836. And that's
kind of late.
I mean, that's not that long ago if you think about it. The first guy who went there was an
Tim.
No, he was
Tim
an
and Buck.
Englishman.
How much did it cost him to get in?
He was an Englishman. I think it was Major Alexander Gordon Lang.
Oh, yeah,
but he didn't get out. The
they
bandits.
kept him.
Bandits.
Not good.
And then it wasn't until a French guy later came, learned the language, converted to Islam, and he got out and he actually wrote about Timbuktu.
Wretched hive of scum and villainy. Sounds like to me.
Yeah.
You ever been to Mos Eisley Spaceport? Sounds like a place you'd go.
You've been around enough places. What do you think of Muslims in general and Islam?
It's fine. I think it's
because I feel like Americans in general, we don't know much about it.
No, I don't. I think it's. I mean, I literally think they're so. There's really no difference. I mean, they have a religion that's different, but I don't see them that. I honestly don't think they're. It's weird to even say it that way, but no, I think they're regular, normal people.
Well, really?
You realize the fanatics. It's the tiniest percentage. I was in Afghanistan, and if you think about this is an amazing statistic. In Afghanistan, there's 28 million people roughly. The number is staggering. It's 20,000 Taliban. That's it. 20,000. So if you think about it in that term, I mean, you think the rest of those 28 million
20,000
people,
bad eggs.
yeah, they ruin it for everybody else.
Oh, yeah. Well, you just
where you're going this weekend.
I'm going to the.
Kenny.
10 o'clock.
He's unsure.
Kenny wants out of here. Kenny knows when we start with the plugs.
Come on,
That's
Kenny.
it. Kenny wants out.
But we should talk about Vaughn and the album and
Absolutely.
Patrice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enough with my boring stories.
Mr. P.
February
Mr.
7th,
P.
but you can get it on pre-order.
Yeah,
of course.
pre-order that.
And also the best of the 16 hours from here.
From go to audible.com.
Audible.com/Patrice.
Just great stuff.
We ain't taking none of that.
The album is the funny. I'm serious. Like, it's hard to listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, emotionally, it's hard to listen to, but
it's hilarious.
Oh my God. It's, you guys have heard all the tracks.
Oh, yeah.
No, I still can't listen to
I listen to it.
I'm still
it's
not.
Just, it's some of
Call
his
me
best
whatever,
stuff.
but I still can't listen to
best
Patrice.
stuff he's ever done.
It's
Did you hear
weird.
the
I
Tulu?
listened to it before.
Tulu the African?
Before
It's
everything happened, and
hilarious.
then listening to it after is hard.
Yeah, I'll get there, but I'm still not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite track, other than Tolu, I love that track, is Reparations.
Yeah.
I really enjoy his take on that. Everyone's going to want to be black soon.
Yeah.
I tortured the drivers in the car I was in Africa because I kept
they'll make up for it.
No, I literally because we had these long stretches of road in the car, and I was playing the album, and because they couldn't really understand it, it was super boring for them. But for me, I was like, I said, this is so fitting. And I'm driving through Africa listening to Patrice.
Did they understand Tolu?
No, it just, I mean, literally, like, the driver was angry at me because it was just like,
Why are you making people angry?
I would never.
anger people.
I would be like, what would you like to listen to?
I mean,
Yeah.
I listened for
Your head coming off.
for literally.
Don't make him angry. Put on some Enya for the ride. Keep everyone chill and mellow.
No, but
that's right, folks, and then you joke.
Yeah. He'd listened to his music for a long time, and so I was like, "Do you want to play something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to play this." And I just put it on, and it was funny driving through Africa and hearing Patrice the whole time. It was pretty cool.
I'm sure he did not like that. Patrice meaning.
I think he would have found it amusing that it was annoying the driver. And,
He'd like that one.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, Mr. P comes out February 7th, but you can pre-order on iTunes.
And I'll post all the links on my Twitter. You could go to @Vonda DeCarlos, and I'll post up all the links.
Yeah,
very cool.
How's your daughter doing?
Funny.
Good. We went to, she had a student showcase last night, and she had her little dance solo, so she was excited about that. And just, up and down.
Yeah.
We're still the same.
Yeah. None of that like toddlers and tiaras stuff, is it?
No, I am not stage mommy.
You're not stage mom?
No, she's really on her own.
Yeah.
With that whole thing. Well, not on her own. I know how to support her, but these are all her ideas.
Yeah, you're not
certainly not mine. No,
the key
I'm
is
not
not to push.
You're not standing in the audience, acting out the moves in front of the stage.
No, I usually don't even know what it's going to be until I get there. Yeah, she does it. She never wants me at rehearsals or anything. She's like, "No, I got this."
Oh,
so
kids,
she
what are you going to do?
Yeah, well.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
Do you guys have moments like I do? Like some weird moments? Like when I came back from Africa, it really got to me. Like it really got to me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It really did.
You get those moments.
Yeah,
it was almost easy going through the memorial and all that.
Right.
So it's when you're left with your own thoughts after the fact.
And then when I went to Africa, it's like something I wasn't thinking about, but it's hard because you're really focused on what you're doing when you're there and everything. So when I came back, it just hit me like wow, and I had this moment of like it really.
I looked down this dumb hall, and I just visioned him walking down the hall, getting ready to do radio with us. I want to change my seat at this point. I don't want to see that anymore.
And it's funny because I saved the voicemails that I have,
Yeah.
And it's weird listening to them. Like sometimes I like listening to them. Sometimes I get really depressed. But there was one when he did the roast. And in typical Patrice, we found out he was going to go last. This is a Charlie Sheen roast, and when he found out he was going to go last, he left me this message like, "John, he did good. And I thought, oh, this is a nice message. And then he started complimenting me, and then I realized there's too many compliments.
Oh, something's coming.
I know what it was.
And then it was like, well, you tried, buddy. You tried. You tried, buddy. I'm going last. And
oh, shit.
I was like, oh, no. And then, but he got me for that moment where I thought, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
And then he pitched in the
He was like, but you tried, buddy.
That's just a tough spot, huh? Going last.
Well,
everything's
for most
been
people,
done.
I think it is. I think it's brutal.
Well,
he spun that right around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it pretty masterfully. I thought.
Yeah.
He got up there and
yep.
It was amazing. I mean,
yeah.
And the best was he threw away all the stuff.
Oh yeah. At that point, because all the jokes have been done already.
And when you do these roasts, the network has like a team of writers that they want to see every joke, they want to look at it, and he didn't care. He just did not care, and he was like, I'm not showing them stuff. And they sent Kurt Metzger to come to his hotel room, and so trying to get some idea, Kurt was trying to write down. He was helping Patrice a lot because Patrice really liked him, but he was trying to write down some of the jokes just so he can go back to the writer room and say, hey, look, this is sort of what he's thinking of doing. And then,
and it was so last minute for Patrice too, because he was filming the movie,
Scoutmasters,
and then he had to fly out and do that, and then fly right back. So it was he felt like everyone had so much time to prepare, and then he's like just doing it off the cuff anyway.
But the funny thing was when he got up there, he just threw away the jokes that he'd written from the night before. I mean, he kept a couple of them, but like he just and it was amazing to watch. It was the
standout performance on that roast.
That line when he looked at Charlie, he's like, you're acting, and it kind of sucks, but in a Christian Slater-ish kind of way. So it's kind of good, but it still kind of sucks. That was totally off the cuff. That was like. completely.
I've never seen him write for the stage. Whenever he's doing his thing, he has the context of, he has the points that he wants to make, and then he just goes.
The ability to be able to rattle off shit off the cuff like that is just amazing.
One of the writers in the show was like, "Well, I really want to see his jokes," and I was like,
sorry,
you tell him."
Yeah. good luck.
It's like, it's just not going to happen, and it's like, but. That's what gets me about networks. They don't learn those things. Like, they still think they can control somebody. So they're like.
And think that's going to make things better.
Yeah. No, we just want to see it, though. Yeah. I need to see it. We've got to see it, and.
Why? Because throughout history, they've always seen it.
Yeah.
So we have to see it so as not to change anything.
And I'm like, you can't imagine the discussion you're going to have.
Yeah.
I could go back and deliver the message for you, and I'll have a discussion that'll last an hour. But the one you really want to have with them, you should have it. Yeah. You'll come back.
That's great. Fuck.
Well, Mr. P available on iTunes.
Yes.
Right now. Pre-order.
Right now.
Out February 7th.
We're done for the day.
And people are calling Jonathan Mr. Magoo. With your analogy.
Magoo.
Where you have no awareness what's going on around you, but you're skating through it all.
Oh, look, some friendly natives. Oh, Magoo. And, they're fucking blow guns.
You should come. I just thought of a place that
You think Anthony should go to Africa? You looked at the wrong guy.
I want to be one of the gun guys.
If Anthony goes, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
I'm going.
There are some places that exist where you can buy guns. And I know you like that.
But you don't want to be one of the guys with a gun in Africa. It's almost like that "Don't Take Your Guns to Town" song.
Yeah, you don't.
You're like, they're probably a little more experienced with killing people than I am, and. You're going
to have to teach me how to shoot, though, because I don't think I've ever picked up a gun.
Really?
Never.
Oh, man.
But wouldn't you get a kick out of going to a gun market?
That would be very cool.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, when I was in Ivory Coast, I saw the president, the Ivorian president. His motorcade. It was a big motorcade. It was probably about 25 cars. But unlike motorcades for our president and stuff, the first car is a giant flatbed truck with 10 soldiers in it and bazookas, actual bazookas.
Oh, right.
And then the last truck is a bunch of guys with bazookas, and then the other cars are SUVs and whatnot.
That's so they can't block you in. But if somebody pulls a car in front of you to try to block it in, I guess it just instantly taken away. Wow. Yeah, that's.
You ever see anyone murdered?
No.
Killed? Whatever?
No.
He's like, no.
He thought for a second. Not ready to talk about that stuff.
If you go to Saudi
poor
Arabia,
goat on the side of the road, man.
I think you can, every Friday, they have those,
what's the name of the square?
Executions?
Chop Square.
Chop Square.
That's everybody does something quickly.
No, Chip.
Chip.
Let's get out of here.
Chip Square.
We're all.
Oh God.
What's that?
What's that?
We're all heading to Atlantic City for Jim Norton's big show at the Borgata.
Very
with
exciting.
the boys.
I'm going to.
Nice.
We'll have to hang out a little bit.
Thursday the 29th through Sunday, April 1st. Caroline's here in New York. Go to eatabullet.com for the rest of my dates. Arizona, Poughkeepsie, Atlanta. Yeah.
All right.
Show up to 40 tickets. Lovely.
We'll see a bunch of you in the AC. If not, we'll see you guys Monday on the old radio.
Yeah.
Oh, Tuesday. That's right.
Oh, Tuesday. Monday's a holiday.
MLK's birthday.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Of course you would.
Happy
birthday, MLK.
I remembered the MLK.
I'm going to recognize it by some solemn sitting and playing Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. Oh.
playing
that was a blackjack day.
No, actually, I could commemorate it by playing blackjack. Actually, African American Jack.
That's right.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Colored Jack.
Well, happy birthday to the king.
Yes, Elvis. What? Oh shit! Wait a minute.
All right, we're out.
All right,
everybody.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Thanks, John.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. Hey. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues. This is After ONA Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Yes. This has been a very good week for After ONA. On Monday, Tuesday, but Wednesday, Nicole from the Morning Mashup came in here and talked about her first threesome. Yesterday, Voss and Bob Kelly stuck around, and today Vaughn is here,
Hi, y'all.
And Who Kid is here.
What's up? What's up?
Who I just met.
Oh, you didn't know Who Kid before?
I knew of him, but I didn't know him. This is my first time meeting him.
I was hanging with Terrence Howard and
yeah, we were hearing about that because Jim had to leave our show because he had to get a picture with Terrence Howard.
I'm really shocked. I'm gonna start letting you know who I have in my show. So
yeah, we got to start poaching your guests.
Jim would love that. He loves.
I didn't know Jim Norton was a fan. Like I thought y'all was super white up here. I thought y'all were racist too. But I'm sorry, man.
In this case, he is a fan.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. Like if you're interviewing somebody famous. That Jim hasn't taken a picture with yet?
No way.
He would like to.
Yeah, they started debating whether or not he was an Oscar winner. I'm like, he's an Oscar winner. If he's not, he should be.
Exactly. Full right there, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
He was wearing like a 3-piece suit, stripes and everything.
Nice suit.
His hair was all slicked back.
He's like I don't know, like I asked him, I said, how do you still look so swaggy and all the women love you and and he said that there's this ointment that he uses every morning.
Ointment?
And he puts it over the suit. He puts it over the suit.
So he just gets dressed.
That's pretty funny. I mean, I'm personally into the dark skinned brothers, but you know, Terrence Howard.
You're giving him a pass. Yeah, you'll give him a pass.
He has dark skin swag, if that makes any sense.
But you going on this channel and saying you're into the dark skin, that's disappointing. 99.9% of the people listening.
Well,
there's like 3 people out there who still might have a shot.
You don't like Drake? You don't think Drake is... All right, let's keep it moving.
You don't like child actors?
I like Drake when he sings.
Okay. You don't like the fact he's half Jewish and black?
Well, I'm half white and half black.
I'm
half white and half black. I'm down for the halfies. However, if we're talking about like what my eyeballs are attracted to, you know.
Plus, him talking about it being on Degrassi Junior High and all that stuff probably.
I have a 12-year-old. I knew him
so she'd
of
be all
Degrassi
like,
before I knew of him anywhere else.
I knew Jimmy Brooks was before I knew who Drake was.
Yeah. And my daughter's like me too. She always goes, "Oh, he's cute." Every time she says someone is cute, it's like 50 Cent.
Yeah. Well, Patrice wouldn't have it any other way, though. He wouldn't.
Patrice wouldn't care.
No?
He would just be happy I wasn't bothering him.
Oh, my God.
Can you get his number? Like, leave me the hell alone.
Just don't talk to me. Talk to him then.
That's funny, yo. Serious?
I don't know if you noticed what Jim and me were laughing at the whole time you were in here with Jonathan. Have you noticed Jonathan's bulge? Jim's manager, Jonathan, his bulge.
I personally did not notice his bulge because
crotch bulge.
He's white, and I did not know they had bulges.
Don't even.
I've never seen one of those.
Getting racist again up here.
It's not racist.
It's just observant, but you don't even have to look like. Ooh, like you just look like it's something like either it's funny or it's just interesting. Like it's like a wonder of the world. Because he's got a massive bulge.
Don't really look at bulges like guys look at boobs.
No?
No. I don't notice bulges.
Well, guys look at bulges then. I guess so.
Yeah. I would have never noticed. Now I'm looking at bulges. You know what? I just realized why.
Why?
Because black men, you can't see their bulge. Their pants are like
loose
loose pants.
Except for Lil Wayne.
I mean, he wear jeggings, so you know. You wear the girl joints.
I don't want to go. I don't want.
It's going to be tighter than your joint.
I borrowed his pants.
But Jonathan's Norton's manager, he was in here talking about his travels and everything, and the whole time.
Yeah, which I contributed nothing to.
How could you? I mean, his stories are like the most unrelated. Like they're interesting, but there's not even a little bit that's relatable.
What did
about
he travel to? He went to like Paris or something.
Paris.
He goes to like places you would rather kill yourself than go to. Iowa.
Sorry.
The last time he was
called in places you never heard of.
He called in
names.
from West Africa last time he was on.
Serious?
And he was like, hang on, there's some rebels that we have to deal with.
Nah, come on.
And he had to go, and then he came back. Everything's good.
Yeah. He has pictures with guys with guns, like the size of your whole half a body.
Did he have sex with no condom out there?
I don't know for sure.
I doubt it.
Huh?
No, I would say no.
I wouldn't think so.
I mean, he's married. He gets off on just going to these places. It's not like, going to Brazil.
Well, he's racist? He don't want a black girl?
No, it's not that.
Okay, all right.
No, I just think it's that.
He just likes to travel to dangerous places. I think
he's like the crocodile hunter.
Yeah, because he doesn't even go in tour groups. Like my fiance wants to go to Bermuda after the wedding, and I'm like, what about the Triangle? I don't want to go to Bermuda.
No, but it's very boring over there, and
where
girls don't give up ass in Bermuda.
Well,
Have you ever been to Brazil?
Yeah, they give up ass like I still got ass in my pocket. You want to see?
Patrice took me to Brazil.
Oh my God!
Woo-wee. I mean, Patrice gave me the pass for man code, as we went along, because kind of a down ass.
Well, I wasn't.
Yeah. But in Brazil, I went into one of the strip clubs.
Bananas.
Where you put on the robe.
Yeah.
Where you put on the robe, and I'm like, at first they didn't want to let me in because you can't bring hookers in. And he's like, no, she's Americana. She's not a hooker.
Wait, so a hooker?
They thought I was Brazilian. They thought I was a Brazilian
you look
hooker.
Brazilian though.
And no, I'm all American from Pittsburgh. Go Steelers.
Did you have a tan? You must have had a tan. Like you were a little burnt.
My mom is white, like as white as Sam, and my dad is like darker than you.
For real?
And I think I pick up from the hi yellow chick. I think I picked up the paleness from my mom. Like this is my tan. I'm coming off of my summer tan. Like I don't get.
But you go in. The people who go to the strip clubs wear the robes.
Well, the strip club in quotes.
Yeah, big quotes.
She's incredible. I tell you that, man.
You put on the robes and you
and the wall opens up and you choose.
Oh boy, yeah.
Wow.
I went there.
You did?
You fold your arms.
You wore the robe?
And you're like,
my God.
I felt like a dude.
Only
like
$15.
I have penis envy like you would not believe. Like I admire men. I think men are dope. Like dope.
You just like to have that. They could swing it around. That's what you want.
No, forget the penis part.
You said penis envy.
Well, penis envy meaning man swag.
Got you.
Like man.
Got you. Like I'm a man type.
Do you have that?
Right. I don't necessarily need a penis.
You don't have that, yo?
Do I have the jealousy or the vibe? I think I have more the jealousy. No. I think Von has more swag than me.
Okay. It's not necessarily the swag. It's just nature. Like men have, every man has like just a quiet little respect that you just get as a man.
Like top of the food chain.
Yeah, you're just men.
Lion.
You're just men.
They have that Nick Cannon thing.
I don't know if Nick Cannon, putting their babies in suit jackets. Who kid, he did an hour on his show on Nick Cannon putting his newborn babies in suit jackets. And why would you put a newborn in a suit jacket?
I didn't know about that.
The worst photo ever.
And then he twittered the photo.
It doesn't even help Mariah Scary is doing those horrible commercials where it fucking
what you doing commercials for?
For, I don't know, Weight Watchers, one of them says she got a gut out.
Every time you come on this channel, you start dissing Nick Cannon and
let me
Mariah
leave him alone
Carey.
because he just had some liver thing, like his liver popped out or something.
Is he okay? I mean, I don't know him,
Yeah.
but I
felt sorry for him though. I was crying.
I felt
You were
bad for him,
crying.
because I just went through all of that with Patrice when he had his stroke, so I know what that feels like being in the hospital with your man.
He didn't have a stroke though. He had he had shit in his liver.
They said it was mild kidney failure.
But kidney failure.
How is it mild? Like what's mild about that?
I don't know.
It's called a publicist. Yo, I think you need to just shit on yourself and act like you're sick or something and get some promo. People cried though. I cried.
You did.
Well, I didn't cry, but I was nervous for Mariah.
Oh, for real?
And I don't know her, but just being a woman in the situation I was just in the hospital with Patrice, I don't wish that on anyone. And
But the kids are safe though. They got the jackets, you know.
Suit jackets.
You know what?
I'm gonna show her the
I'm
photo.
not gonna get
find the
I
photo.
think I'm not gonna get a serious moment in with
who, kid? No, that doesn't happen.
No, but
you're like you try to break it down for a second, and then he's gonna drop out. He's like, "What about the boners?"
But you know what's serious though? Terrence Howard had Beyonce's baby photo in his wallet.
What?
Jay-Z gave it to certain homies that he's cool with.
Terrence Howard is Jay-Z's homie like that?
Yeah, got the photo. I saw it, and the baby did look like Jay. The baby looked just like Jay-Z.
I got a picture of Ivy. Hell no.
Yeah, you got it too.
Nah, but they're part of Illuminati now, so
Terrence Howard is joined
I
that
put in
Illuminati.
my application years ago,
and it just didn't go through.
For real?
No, they're like,
but you know how
fuck you.
This is the racism the white people have. You could convince most white people that you're Jay-Z's friend and he gave you a picture of Ivy Blue just because you're black.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Like for a second, it's like,
y'all still think that?
Yeah, it's like, I can see that. Oh, really? I didn't know you guys were friends. Oh, okay.
You know what? I'm gonna try that.
Erock.
Yeah.
For a second, did you think Von and Jay-Z were they could be close? Like for a second.
I could see it.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Well,
and you know why that is.
No.
You know?
Let me not speak. Let me not speak because I might.
Like Erik is really racist though. Like you see Erock in there, he's racist enough that he actually dyed his hair blonde.
I know he's like the not so slim shady or something. Man. I like this guy, man.
You like Erock?
Like Eminem on donuts or something.
Donuts.
Eminem 3 years ago.
Yipes! I forgot. You know, I really forgot Eminem used to be like chubby kind of.
He did?
Yeah.
Is that when he was like
for like 5 seconds?
He got a 6-pack now. Now he's like.
He does?
Yeah.
I
mean, that's still not gonna work for me, but
because he's white. Yeah.
But Mariah Carey, you know, he was happy with that. You know.
He fucked Mariah Carey, right?
I don't think white guys find me attractive, to be honest.
You don't think so?
I think it's my own insecurity. Like, I know, how to deal with black men easily.
Mm-hmm.
That's my cup of tea.
How many guys you gave blue balls to?
I don't know.
Thousands, right?
No, I'm not a tease.
What?
Like you just let them know.
No,
this
I'm so happy right now.
I do not play that game. If we are in that vicinity, it's gonna happen.
I just wet myself too.
A little bit. Who gets easily excitable?
I'm wet right
That was easy.
Yeah.
Moist.
Norton is requesting that we talk more about Jonathan's bulge. I swear, I'm sitting there on the couch.
Where is Jonathan? Bring his bulge in here.
I don't know where he's
at.
I was sitting there on that couch, and Jim was here, and Jim is looking at me. He's like, "Come here, Sam, come here." And so I go over to his side of the table just so I could get the proper view of Jonathan's bulge from that direction. It's like he's packing a potato in his pants, in the front of his pants.
I have to see it.
You have
This
to.
is going to be uncomfortable because I'm going to be with Jonathan all day today looking at his bulge.
And you're going to the Borgata, right?
Yes, I'm going to AC this weekend.
So you'll be able to spend...
Are you going to be?
I'm in AC Saturday.
Oh,
I thought you were supposed to be here Saturday.
Sunday.
Oh, okay. Saturday I'm in. Huh?
I thought you were supposed to be here Saturday.
No, after.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, don't kill this illusion.
No, I'm at the Borgata. I'm going to have some moisture over there.
Because Jonathan and his bulge are going to be there, too.
Oh, are they?
You know what's funny, too?
I don't know if I want to see it.
I want to come Saturday, but they set me up to come Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll drive down both days. I don't know.
Now that we're saying it on the air, like, fans are going to be looking around, and they're going to be able to spot Jonathan because he'll be the guy that they don't know that's hanging out with ONA.
Is that
and
real,
Jim and
or he
everything.
has, like, a pamper in there?
I think
it's real. But
like,
Jim...
Jonathan doesn't think on that level, like, oh, I need to have a bulge, so it has to be real.
Did he unzip and show you the bulge?
No, because Jim says
I guess
he gets very uncomfortable with Jonathan when you bring it up. That's the one thing. Like, he'll talk about traveling and this and that, and he'll do his Chip and his Ted Scheckler impressions and all this, but he doesn't like talking about the bulge.
Really?
Like, if you ask him, what are you packing, Jonathan? Like, seriously, what do you... Oh, no.
What did Opie and Anthony say about the bulge?
And we didn't talk about it on the air. Jim was just noticing it, and he kept pointing it out to me.
He would notice that.
Because whenever Jim and I have traveled anywhere, at some point, every day, like if it's multiple days, if we were in San Diego for Comic-Con or when I was with him in Harrisburg, like every day at some point, Jonathan's bulge comes up in conversation.
Wow.
And one time he goes, oh, dude, we talk about this all the time. Watch this. And he texted Jim Florentine, out of nowhere. He just goes, hey, Jim, who's got the biggest bulge that we know? And Florentine texts back, Jonathan. That's like a no-brainer.
He likes it.
Can I ask a girl question?
Yeah.
Okay, when we say bulge, are these balls or is this a penis?
This is a great question because Erock has stripped down to his boxer briefs to get on the strip pole before. And so his bulge, you can see in his bulge that it's a lot of testicle. Like Erock's bulge is not a lot of shaft, mainly testicle. That's at least what the bulge appears to be.
You saw all that, man?
Okay, we're going to have to change the subject.
So you asked.
I know, but let's understand that I haven't had sex in a long time. I mean, my
is this
husband
Erock's
has passed and
testicles turning you on? Like,
I think anything would at this point.
Wow.
I Miss Patrice.
And she don't give blue balls out. You heard her? She said she don't give any blue balls out.
No, I don't play that.
Yeah, but her saying that probably gave you blue balls.
Nah.
I mean, if you give blue balls from a distance, that is not my issue.
Yeah.
But, if we are in the vicinity, it is going to happen.
You think Jay-Z baby gonna make you horny? Can I make you horny?
What child molestation? Wait, back up.
Weak old girl, man.
They say this baby is so incredible, is making people come, everybody's happy.
No,
my man ate all his breakfast this morning because of the baby.
Who did?
Some random neighbor of mine.
Oh, I got you. Now,
post-pregnant Beyonce might make me horny, though. I want to see what she's going to look like.
Yeah.
Yo, the fact that the baby looks like Jay-Z, everybody's just happy with that.
Who
says the baby looks like?
Listen,
you saw the baby.
Jay-Z said it on the song he got
First of all, who gets lying? He didn't see the baby. He lies all the time. He's lying.
Hold on.
Second
he
of all,
did not record that song like that day, did he?
No, after the baby was born, he looked at the eyes and the face and the nose, and then he went in the studio.
Can I tell you something?
And got the verse.
Fine. Do you know what Who Kid's doing?
No.
He's trying to not make fun of that baby for looking like Jay-Z. Like, Who Kid has made videos online.
You played the record up here.
First of all,
Have you
Jay-Z
seen?
is a good-looking man.
All right.
Can we start there?
Roland, do a Google search.
Oh my God,
of
she needs help.
Who Kid jocking Jay-Z. See if it comes up. Because
women see men differently than what you would expect.
This is what Who Kid thinks
Jay-Z has the
looks
ultimate
like.
swagger. Leave him alone.
You're jocking Jay-Z video.
Nah, Jay-Z do got swag because
shit.
if he could bang Beyonce, he got a lot of swag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, Beyonce's a regular girl like the rest of us.
Well, she used to be, but then she became this flower of excellence and moisture.
Click Camelgate.
You gotta have, even if she was a regular girl walking down the street, she's extremely pretty, and you're gonna have to have a certain amount of energy.
But I knew when she was in
get
Destiny's Child when she had pimples and stuff. I knew that area. You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure she still has pimples. Just because she's Beyonce doesn't mean she doesn't get breakouts.
Click play, Roland.
But I wish the baby looked like Beyonce though.
Watch this, man. Look at this video Who Kid did. And go to his website, radioplanet.tv. This is awful. This is why Who Kid. No, this is why he keeps bringing up that the baby looks like Jay-Z. This is what Who Kid's doing.
Yeah, I give
so
up.
you're on the camel thing.
No,
yeah, but what?
That's me and Jay-Z
Who Kid's getting up
close.
on the camel.
No homo. But me and Jay got close in Morocco.
That's a camel.
No, that's Jay.
Wait till you see the close-ups.
Partake in this.
No,
I got the Jordans on. Look.
Wait, watch this. watch the camel. Yeah.
I give up, man. I almost got killed because of this video.
You should get killed because of this video.
And then he does the rock sign.
It's fucked up.
Can you move over before you get shot? I don't want to catch you.
Oh, it's fucked up. This is fucked up because I love Who Kid as much as I'm a fan of yours. Like, I
gotta leave now.
I love Jay-Z.
Damn.
So do I. Like, who doesn't love Jay-Z?
Well, you made camel vid. Look at this. Look at the picture. This is Jay. This is Who Kid's website.
Does not look like a camel. Cut it out.
I mean, in that.
Oh my Lord, you're sick.
And then this is why Who Kid keeps bringing up.
Blinking slow.
This is why Who Kid keeps bringing up. I gotta tell you, the eyes, the nose, everything. The baby looks just like Jay-Z.
First of all, you guys played the record up here. I heard y'all were going in on the record.
Anthony was making some jokes. Because, did you hear the song? The Jay-Z song? Did you hear the miscarriage talk?
Yes, I did.
Well, Anthony comparing Jay-Z's first baby to stewed tomatoes and
man,
it's horrible.
You guys are terrible.
Well, I wouldn't say it.
You got no to talk about me.
I wouldn't say that, but you're coming in here saying, "Yeah, me and Jay-Z are boys. I saw the picture." Blah, blah. And then you're making this camel video.
The views and opinions expressed.
Who Kids only.
Look, if you hear the verse in the record, he said, "The baby looks like me."
Well, he would say that.
He says.
First of all, do you think that we are talking about human beings here? Do you think he does not know that people say he looks like a camel and that the baby's going to look like him and not be attractive? And do you think he does not know that?
No, he knows that, but the fact is, I want to see this baby's face. Like,
why? So you can make another video?
I called Bloomberg this morning, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He was doing yoga and he was fingering himself, so he was like,
Bloomberg was, Mayor Bloomberg.
Yeah, he was
wow,
like,
that's hot.
Yeah.
Let's remember my issue here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who Kid? Mayor Bloomberg is enough right now to turn her on like a little bit.
She gets horny for Mayor Bloomberg?
Fingering himself, yeah. I mean,
but
it's been a while.
He got the photo. He got the photo.
Bloomberg has the photo.
Bloomberg got it. He said, yeah, it looks like Jay, you know? And by the way, we're going to go into strike tomorrow.
You understand now that Who Kid was lying about seeing this photo, right? He lied to your face.
I'm catching up.
Yeah.
I'm very gullible in a sense.
He's lying.
Jay-Z, yeah.
Hey, you know what? Can you play my video? See,
yeah, that way we have the song.
I don't have the music with me, but
it's a music
I do
video
have,
or sex tape, was it?
No, please. No, Patrice and I I don't think we have any sex tapes.
Come on, no way.
You made them, but you don't think you have them anymore. They were erased.
I don't have them.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I don't know. I think.
So that means it might pop up like in a couple weeks later?
No, I doubt it.
Okay.
I know absolutely not. Patrice would never. He would never.
I would.
But
yeah. The only person that might be able to relate to Jonathan's travels is Who Kid, because Who Kid's like traveling, like they hire him in Bahrain all the time to do parties.
Yeah. You wanna go on some wild trip and we see Jay-Z everywhere? I'm actually in Turkey next week too.
You're going to Turkey?
Istanbul.
I don't understand.
No.
Can you invite me somewhere better?
No, it's hot over there. They got ill clubs popping, rich people, billionaires,
Because you hang out with like royalty, like Who Kid. It was Bahrain where you were hanging out with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's where I met Michael Jackson. I went to...
and there are photos. This time he's not lying.
Yeah, I wasn't lying about that.
I'm not big on other countries. The very first time I went out of the country, I did, years ago, I did Fox's Temptation Island. And that was the only way I went out of the country.
Oh, the reality show.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was filmed in Belize. And I'm like, I gotta go where?
That's nice.
I didn't even,
Belize is
I never
nice.
heard of it though at the time. I was like, where is that? I'm like, I want to go to New York. I want to go to Knicks games.
Yeah.
I want to go to concerts.
Was that when you were still living in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Oh, so
I was
you were
still living
like...
in Pittsburgh, so I didn't even know anything outside of the...
Yeah.
We could always fly to Boston or something. You want to go to Boston? Huh?
Boston?
No, I mean
she says she don't care about Paris. So
Yeah.
like, I tell you want to go to Paris? Oh, fuck Paris.
Yeah, that's true, man. Patrice was from Boston. Do you think she really wants to go to Boston right now?
Now it makes a lot of sense. Woo, that water over there, the water. That booty, yo.
You want to listen to...
I'll go back to Brazil.
A little bit of Von's song?
Go ahead.
And we'll watch the video here. How do they find the video?
How did they? I'll post links to my Twitter at Vonda DeCarlos if people can't just go to YouTube and put Vonda DeCarlos Brown.
No, they're very. So it's Vonda DeCarlos Brown on YouTube. The Twitter is just Vonda DeCarlos.
Yeah, VonDeCarlo.
Okay.
And this is a Patrice approved video. He saw the video. I shot it over the summer. The model in the video, Miguel Perdomo, was very nervous. He kept saying, Patrice is going to kill me, because I'm like crawling on top of him on
Was Patrice on set?
He was out of town.
Oh, okay.
And I kept saying, this is an approved set. Calm down.
Because I was about to say, just see Patrice with his hat on and just, sitting there in the director's chair with his arms folded would be very intimidating.
He really wanted me to do it on my own. He was
That's
like,
good.
you can do it. Just like I wrote the music for Elephant in a Room, and it was between me and Rockbox. And I'm like, you might want to just tell Comedy Central to get Rockbox, because I can't. He's like, pat me on my head. He's like, you could do it. You could do it. I want my own theme music.
That's hot.
And it took me 6 songs. I wrote 6 songs, and before he went, that one.
Is it sexy? The video is ridiculous. Like it shows everything.
Well, it shows everything. You will have to watch it.
Well, you can hit me on Twitter if you want me to whack off to it. I'm at DJ Who Kid, and
there you go.
I'll see how many people tell me to whack off to it.
It has a build up to it. It doesn't start off.
That's good.
Well, just watch it.
You can see it, right, Who Kid?
5-minute whack off. Huh?
You should be playing it on Shade 45 too.
I know, she's gonna make me whack off on my station tomorrow.
Good for you.
Wow, that's her?
Yeah.
Hey, what, I look bad now?
Oh my God.
I thought I looked okay today.
I think you look great today.
My Lord.
Let me put my lipstick back on.
Boner.
See, I told you it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming, all right.
I wrote this song about Patrice. This is the song he called the stalker song.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because the lyrics are stalker-esque.
You look like a sexy stalker, though.
Is that guy too light-skinned for you in real life?
Absolutely.
Is that Drake?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love Drake, yo. It's a little gothic, too, right?
You know what? People are saying the weirdest thing about my music. I hear Sade.
Yeah.
I hear Bjork. I hear Alanis Morissette. And even Amy Winehouse with some of my acoustic stuff that's on the album.
Even the lyrics, codependent for my life. It's very like very stalkery, but honest.
He would always say, be honest.
Yeah.
Be righteous.
Yeah.
The way your hair moved, was there a fan behind your head?
There was a fan. I got the diva fan.
Oh, okay.
My Beyonce dreams.
Yeah.
Got that real hair, girl.
Well, some of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, this is all mine. But when you're filming, you do put in like pieces.
Drake is sleeping.
He was asleep. He was. He had a hangover, and he was like, "I'm just gonna lay here," and he went to sleep. And I'm like, okay.
I like the bondage. I like the tats.
it's funny that you just said he was asleep.
He was asleep.
I had to explain to a few months ago. I was with Opie and his wife, and I had to explain to the two of them that black people don't use the A in asleep. They just say he's asleep. He was asleep.
Oh,
that's like white people
Sleepy,
say
yo.
he was asleep. Like if you call a black person's house and you go, "Is he there?" No, he's asleep. Instead of he's asleep.
I never thought of that.
It's true.
Thank you for the observation,
It's true.
white man.
I'm there. I'm observant. Okay.
Ebonically correct.
Yeah,
right
ebonically sound.
There. Drake is up now.
You keep calling him Drake.
Drake is a sex slave. You saw that, yo?
I don't think it's Drake.
Canada Dry right there.
Canada Dry.
I like this video though.
Thank you. My next video, I want to get a dark-skinned guy. Unless Terrence Howard does it, of course.
You can hook that up, Who Kid? Your boys now. He showed you Jay-Z's.
Nah, I got Flavor Flav coming in next week, baby.
He's dark-skinned.
He's beyond dark.
Wait.
Burnt.
He's noir.
Can I get a bid for Ray J?
Oh, shit, man.
I'll take a Ray J.
That's my boy. You
know Ray J because he's, Young Bird.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
my
Ray
other
J is
homeboy.
dope.
Yeah.
I hate that. I don't like all the hate on Ray J. I like Ray J.
Yeah.
I like Flav too, don't get me wrong. Patrice was a huge Public Enemy fan.
Enema?
Yeah, but it's tough.
Look, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
She said enema?
It's tough to look at Flavor Flav now as the Public Enemy guy.
Well,
Yo, you're kissing that guy.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You were
I
biting
bit
his chin. Yeah.
I did not kiss him.
And Laura, you're kissing me though, in my head. I got tongued in my mind.
You did.
So you like the video?
I like the video a lot.
Thank you.
It's Vonda DeCarlos on Twitter, and you can listen that way. You can listen to the song and hear it without us yapping over it too.
Yeah, and I'm on iTunes and cdbaby.com if you want to get the album.
Okay.
How much is it for all the loser black people out there?
It's like $10, $9.99.
$9.99.
I don't
That's
know.
good. That's
a
not
regular
bad.
album price. I didn't change the album price. It was whatever was suggested.
Is there a way to find out how much white people buy it and black people buy it?
I don't know. Do you have those statistics?
I don't have those statistics.
Or Arabs, Indians?
Yeah, something.
Can you figure that out?
But you can also on iTunes get Patrice's album, Mr. P.
Yes, please do.
We're still, that's a pre-order, and the Patrice Audible, we did a 16-hour special, Who Kid, on the best of Patrice on ONA, and that's still on Audible, and all of it, 100% goes to Von and Patrice's whole family, and I've heard that it's been a huge success.
Funny as shit.
A lot of you guys have downloaded it, so if you haven't, you're on the loser team, so download it.
Get you one.
I mean, I went to Canal Street the other day. I saw it.
No, it's not. Well, take me down there. I'm not a fighter, but I will kick them with my heels. But again, and like I said before on ONA, I'm still here to do another album if mine does not do well. I know money is tight, so if you cannot get everything and you have $10, I would say get Mr. P.
Get Mr. P.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's make his, a big bang.
Who Kid? When are you gonna have Von on? Whatever Hollywood Shuffle, whatever your show. Your show has a different name every week.
No, it's always going to be Hollywood.
Hollywood Shuffle. It's not G-Unit Saturdays or whatever. Hollywood Shuffle.
It's still like G-Unit related or whatever, but the Hollywood stars transformed it into Hollywood Shuffle.
I got you. So
but I'm a kidnap her I think another 2 weeks. If that's cool.
I'll be there.
We have
You're fun. I like him.
Yeah, Who Kid's.
And it's during our Moisture Mayhem weekend, so that'd be
Who
kind
Kid also names every weekend? Every weekend.
You know what I'm starting to learn just in this few minutes with him?
What's that?
I'm a little bit too gullible to ride with him too hard. Because I believe everything everyone says, and you can get over on me too easily, and then I'll think about it an hour later like, I think he just played me.
Yeah. Nah. You can't believe anything Who Kid says.
Back to the baby, man.
Everything. I still think he has a picture of Blue Ivy.
He doesn't know what she looks like. He's trying to get other people to make fun of the way she looks so he doesn't have to.
Is it Ivy Blue or Blue Ivy, by the way?
It's Blue Ivy.
Carter.
Blue Ivy Carter.
Because otherwise, if somebody's named Carter, then Ivy's going to get made fun of a lot. Think about it.
She's not going to get made fun of.
Ivy Blue Carter? That's not...
I don't think that anyone will make fun of her.
I want to see her Sweet 16 photos.
She'll probably be in school with like armed security at all times.
It would be like horrific if she grew up to be like this huge loser. That would be so sad. But to have two humongous parents, it's going to be difficult. I'm totally praying for her. I really am.
We got to get the plugs in because we got to get Ron and Fez on. So Von and Patrice both on iTunes, and it's Vonda DeCarlos on Twitter.
Yes, and I'll post all the links. So.
Who Kid, Hollywood Shuffles.
Oh yeah, tomorrow I got the Green Mile specials. I got Eminem special, and then I got Michael Clark Duncan hanging with me all day talking about moisture.
Is Dr. Robin from Hoarders going to come in tomorrow?
Yeah, matter of fact, can you come in?
Yeah, I'm going to hang out because
There's a lot of dirty white people out there we got to talk about.
Scare me.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I just start throwing random stuff away in my house.
I got just in case.
Just in case.
They're coming up tomorrow to hang out, and some girls hoard a lot of dicks, so we got them calling up.
That would not be me.
And get everybody's podcast on iTunes. Stay tuned. Ron and Fez are coming up next. Thank you, Who Kid and Von.
Sam. Love you.
Hoarders.
The Opie and Anthony Show is now over. For real this time. Check out the ONA Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern.